what people want you to say. The show's just begun, don't say hello, cause before the night slips away. 818-650-3275. Whoa, let my people go. This is my exodus. Do you want to have sex with this LA daddy?
Michael, what am I doing?
Oh, that was a hard cut. I didn't mean to do a hard cut there.
It's a hard cut.
I
Pull
meant
the
to
music
fade.
out.
I meant to fade.
Rip that music straight out of here.
Yeah. We hard cut on this show.
We do.
Oh, Brother Wags is here. Brother Wags, you never... That's the song that we wrote. That's the song that you called trash, my man.
That's right.
That's the song, brother.
That's the song.
While we let people file in, should we just play it again? I'm just gonna start it over.
We might as well. Oh, and I need to send you our Jeopardy Insider.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
Say goodbye to the sun, don't say hello. That's what people want you to say. The show's just begun, don't say hello, cause before the night slips away. 818-650-3275. Let my people
It's gonna be horrendously. Any singing you do will be horrendously out of
This is
sync.
my exodus.
Oh,
Do
that's
you
too
want to
bad.
have sex with this LA daddy?
Michael.
Darkness falls across the land. Midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood.
Philo slumber will fall upon us all.
Children are dumb and tasteless. They'll suckle milk from a racist. Now listen up to our bassist. He'll melt all your faces. 818-650-3275. Whoa, let my people go. This is my exodus. Let's celebrate Festivus. Get pushed off a precipice in LA Daddy. 818-650-3275. 877 cause for kids. That's not our number. That's not our number. Oh no. Now it's time to ride. We're talking about the Exodus. Professor Emeritus. Collecting dust and decorative. From Annapolis with excellence. That's President's Hall of Presidents. No prejudice on edifice. Fuck our moms like edifice. We don't need no impetus. Got space on like Incubus. No one is ahead of us. We rhyme like T.S. Eliot. Fill our beaks like pelicans. Now it's Steve Breathe. Hit it, Vince.
By the way, did you know that Frankie went to the same high school as Lin-Manuel Miranda?
818-650-3275. Whoa, let my people go. This is my exodus.
All right, that was it. That was the theme song. Exodus.
That's the theme song.
That doesn't feature the name of our show.
Does not feature the name of the show. Listen, does Suicide is Painless have the word MASH in it anywhere?
No, that's true.
Thank you. Does that classic ukulele riff have the words Arrested Development in it? No.
Yeah. That doesn't say. It's not. This is Seinfeld. You know what? The more I think about it, the more you're right. J Flesh 10. I agree. We have to edit it down. I got all the pieces so that we could edit it down.
So yeah, we shouldn't just play a 3-minute song every time we start the
3-minute
show.
song. People love a good 3-minute
People love
song.
just starting off with a 3-minute song. Tighter is not really our style, though. I do have to say, meandering is more our style.
No.
All right, should we call up our Jeopardy Insider guest? Let's start it off.
Let's call up our Jeopardy insider. This is going to be a fun guest.
And who is our guest? Are we?
Yeah, our guest is Julio Trujillo, who he has competed on both Jeopardy and The Chase, and Julio and I actually played against each other.
Oh wow!
During my Jeopardy run.
Julio, do I have you here?
Yeah,
Here
hello,
he
Michael.
is.
Hi,
Julio, welcome to Dark Matters.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
This is Dark Matters. This is our Future Dirt show. Now the reason of course for having this Future Dirt show, or like the let's say inciting incident for it was the person who created himself the host of Jeopardy. This guy Mike Richards went from hosting the show to or went from announcing himself as the host of the show to being fired as the host of the show, or stepping down from being the host of the show under heavy scrutiny due to in part by things he said on his podcast 8 years ago. And these are pretty terrible things that he said, including asking a female like one of the women who worked on his show, if she sent quote unquote booby pictures to people, and he also said ixnay on the uj, which is
I
truly
didn't know
special.
he said that.
Truly,
And
truly
he's not
special.
Jewish, so he
yeah.
can't say that. Like I could say ixnay on the uj all day.
You can if you if that's your
So that's what we're
But
what we're
anyway,
doing
sorry.
tonight. So when we're talking about Future Dirt, which is the topic of our show,
this is
Sounds good.
Future Dirt, we're
Yes,
gonna say some
and,
stuff. We're gonna predict. Look, we could say any of the various letter words, and that would be present dirt. That's not future dirt. That's stuff that's bad now. We're gonna try to predict what is going to be what is like kind of bad now, but will be verboten in the future, and then we're gonna say that, and then you guys can download the show after it's over, and you can keep it in your back pocket and use it as future blackmail. But we also just wanted to talk to our Jeopardy insider Julio, and Michael, who's also a Jeopardy insider, just about this whole situation.
yeah.
Yeah,
Julio,
I think you need to email this. Go ahead.
Sorry. No,
Like you see, you'll have to email
say-
this episode.
Yeah.
You have to email this episode to Claire McNear after.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, Claire McNear, the Ringer journalist.
case.
Who, she brought like her reporting really seems to have brought down Mike Richards, much to the show's benefit. I think basically every Jeopardy, every person in his community that I know is sort of overjoyed. I wrote Claire McNear a personal thank you note on
Wait,
Friday.
you have her email?
It's on her Twitter.
Oh.
It's claire.mcnear@theringer.com. A 2-paragraph thank you note.
Wait, can we read your
for her
read your
reporting.
thank you note? What's your thank you note? say?
I'll pull my thank you note up. Yeah.
Julio, how did you feel
I'll-
about that? How did you feel about Mike Richards being a Jeopardy contestant?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind his hosting like originally when he was on after like Ken Jennings. Like, I thought he was like kind of generic and like it was like fine. But I was like, I guess if he's the host, whatever, But yeah, then revealing kind of more about how he is and his character, I think, yeah, definitely he's the one. He shouldn't be the host, I think there's kind of two things too. Like one thing, I think that the podcast stuff is horrible and like gross, and he's obviously comes across really poorly in his podcast with his comments that he made. But then I think what Claire McNear did in her article is actually kind of talked about a lot about like the process of how they found a host, and Mike Richards was the executive producer of Jeopardy at the time, so he's kind of like choosing himself to be host in a lot of ways, and there was a lot of like kind of sleaziness around that, and he kind of lied a little bit, or it wasn't maybe fully honest when he was hosting, because he said initially after Ken Jennings' run that there was some kind of COVID didn't happen and they're supposed to have a host, but like there was something that happened that maybe they were COVID positive or whatever. They didn't really it was kind of a little bit vague, but basically saying that like he had to step in at the last minute to make the show happen so we could continue the show and continue Alex's legacy, and that was BS. Like that was completely crap. Like
Totally.
It was basically revealed that Ken Jennings just had his chase commitments, basically, like he was supposed to be on starting up his chase commitments that he had for the game show he's on, and both Michael and I were also on, but he in the show producers behind the scenes was like, oh, we can figure it out, we could have him still host and there's a way we can make it work. But then Mike was just kind of like, no, I'm going to host, and I just took over, as to give himself kind of a shot up on the camera, and that to me is actually kind of more problem. I mean, they're both problematic, but yeah, just kind of like that sleaziness, that sort of like dishonesty, just rubs me the wrong way with it a lot. And I definitely am glad that he's not the host now, after all that has been revealed for sure. So
yeah, Frankie, you go ahead.
Go ahead. What?
Oh, sorry. No, I thought you were opening, breathing in to start speaking.
No.
Yeah, I have. I think the same thing. I think like what is tough for me to swallow is that like the big issue is the sham process, and that's like what I wrote about in my email to Claire McNear. But I feel like if he had just run a sham process, he probably would still be the host of Jeopardy, at least today. Like maybe they would have sort of pushed him out in a little while, but like it's both the sham process and it wasn't enough that he just like ran a sham process where he picked himself as a average at best host for America's most beloved game show. And like had they not uncovered the other stuff about him, like he as the producer of The Price is Right, I forget exactly what he did, but I think I remember he encouraged women to wear shorter skirts on The Price is Right, like they were going back to the really old and very problematic era of the Price is Right, where people are like, yeah, like show me chicken for 29 cents a pound and some thigh, and that like you needed both pieces to actually get rid of him, even though I don't think he was anybody's favorite host, with the exception of this one guy in the Jeopardy community, who I'm sure Julio, you've seen his posts, or his like playing devil's advocate on like many people's Facebook walls.
Yeah, there was an issue, I think, when he was on The Price is Right producer, where there was one of the models became pregnant, and that was actually, I think, the lawsuit was like, she became pregnant, and there was like, she can't really be a model anymore because now she doesn't look right for it, and there was kind of some kind of issue with it, and basically she felt that she was like treated unfairly because she got pregnant and like had to basically leave the show for a bit or something. So I don't know all the details about it, but there was some element, a lawsuit that was related to like that. So.
I remember that story now. The Price is Right did like some layoffs of the the presenters, the women, and now the women, I think they were only women at the time, who present the steak assembly kit and barbecue grill and new car and whatever, and they laid 5 of them off, and then the next day or something like that, one of them goes into like Mike Richards' office and tells him that she's pregnant, and he's like, I laid off 5 and I missed you or something like that. Like he was like, I wish I had. He basically said like, I wish I had laid you off for becoming pregnant, which is totally illegal.
Oh, let me say this right now, Michael, and I want everybody to hear this. I want this to be recorded for posterity. If you ever get pregnant, I definitely want you to keep hosting the show, because that would be like a scientific miracle.
It'd be a miracle.
So
it would be.
I hope you get pregnant. I'm the anti Mike Richards. I hope that you get pregnant, Michael.
My wife would prefer it if I were to get pregnant.
Tell me about it.
I think and I think it's in in an ideal world, I do think that is I think that would be fair.
Yeah.
For
I would do
for
it.
men to carry half the babies.
I would do it if I could.
It'll all be like Arnold and Jr.
Exactly.
That's right. 30. That movie came out 30 years ago. They haven't figured out the technology yet. It's very disappointing.
Yeah, or they
Science.
haven't remade it, which I find surprising. Who would they remake that with these days? The
Ooh,
Rock,
great
probably
question.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
1%. I was thinking The Rock.
So we had a question in the chat
yeah.
from Brother Wags. Who do we all want to be the host of the show instead of Mike Richards? Which is a great question because, you can't just bitch and moan and then not have a suggestion.
It's true. I'm Team LeVar Burton. I think LeVar Burton, he is a sentimental choice for me, and I am not evaluating so much on overall on hosting skill as much as who I think fits the institution well. And I think LeVar Burton is a decorated actor and presenter, and I think he would do great. Yeah, those are of the people who auditioned. I do think Trebek also mentioned Laura Coates, who's a CNN legal analyst, and the guy who is the LA Kings announcer as people he thought would be good. And it seems like they might deserve a fair shake too. But I don't really know anything about them.
Yeah, he said in an interview, Alex Faust was the NHL person, and then Laura Coates, like a CNN analysis. And she actually even said, when he did that at the time, she was very oh, thank you, I'd love to give opportunity. And so it kind of seems like she had interest at that time. I mean, this was I think 2 years ago or something, but before he passed. And so I think definitely they should have been in that running to begin with, and they were never even asked, so that's kind of disappointing. But I liked Ken actually. I mean, I guess he had a little slight kerfuckle, whatever it is, from a podcast or Twitter thing at some points. I think he's had a couple.
Yeah, good old Bean Dad. We all remember Bean Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think those pretty minor. It's gonna be kind of hard to have anyone that doesn't have some kind of baggage. I mean, Miam Bialik has some baggage too. I mean, there's definitely been some things that she has said that have been controversial.
Yeah, and we're gonna have our own baggage. Remember, that's the topic of the show, everybody. This is Future Dirt. We're creating what we think will be baggage in the future. So think about what you think is borderline now or even acceptable now, but will definitely be verboten in the future, and you will get we will say it on the air, and you will have it recorded for future blackmail.
The thing is, we are hoping. I think the things that we've thought about for future blackmail. Envision what I would argue is a better world. Which is left certain late 20th, early 21st century Moors in the past. But it could I don't want to say just as easily, but it could go the opposite direction. We could be headed towards a society that where things that we take for granted today. Where you can buy a we believe that love is love
science is
poster
real,
to stick science is
that
real,
lawn
stick
sign
those in the front of your yard. That is that something that
who has that lawn sign in my neighborhood a block away? The people that send their kids to the rich school district and don't send them to the local school. So the hypocrites.
We definitely could have Handmaid's Tale it for sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely a possibility.
So I like David Faber. He's a CNBC guy, right? I found him sufficiently professional and boring, and I found him the most similar to Alex Trebek. He seemed.
I also like.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was gonna say I like Robin Roberts quite a lot.
Sure.
She was kind of same thing. She just has that great broadcast voice, just very warm, but not overly kind of Katie Kirk was, I think, maybe a little bit too kind of happy with the contestants, or kind of too, she kind of was more direct and kind of got the stories, but wasn't sort of too involved with them, I guess.
Yeah.
So I thought Robin Roberts was pretty
Yeah, my priority also is just who are the elderly people going to fall asleep the best to. So I know my ex's grandpa, who passed away, would watch Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. He would usually fall asleep before Wheel of Fortune started. So we gotta think about the elderly who utilize Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. Not just as entertainment, but as a vital healthcare service.
As a sleep aid.
Yeah. as a comforting routine.
So there's a question from Edit Stock in the chat. Do I think Drew Carey was a good choice to replace Bob Barker? I actually watched some of The Price is Right for a final round of trivia that I do with some friends. They made us play along to an episode of The Price is Right, and I like him. I like Drew Carey as a performer. One time he used to perform with Miles Stroth and Heather Ann Campbell, and he was in Miles' improv class with me.
Wait, Drew Carey was in improv class with you?
Not regularly, but one day I went to Miles' class and Drew fucking Carey was in there, and I got to improvise with him, and he was super awesome. So and like so fun to play with, because I think he's a great performer, and I don't know.
Wow,
I got
didn't
only
know that.
good things to say about Drew Carey. Yeah. But as far as like, I don't really know what it takes to be a great host of The Price is Right. I think Drew Carey has like the right energy and keeps things moving, and seems to get along with people. So I don't see it. Yeah, I like him just fine for it. I don't know who would be better.
Mike Richards'
like
Price is Right
personal
audition
thoughts.
tape was on YouTube. Somebody leaked it
my
this week,
God.
and it is
I saw that,
it is
yeah.
so bad.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he doesn't really have like a lot of, I don't know. He doesn't have like a lot of charisma with people. Like, I thought he was better. I thought he was much better as a Jeopardy host than he was as a Price is Right host, because he just was like very awkward with like the contestants. I thought like just very, almost kind of like some of the older contestants were like, "Oh, good job," like very almost kind of pandering to them and things like that. It was weird.
Yeah.
Who do we think is going to get it?
I think it will be Jennings. And I think Jennings is good. Like I think Jennings is good and highly and obviously deserving. And like, yeah, I like him. But like, who knows? Maybe they will take their cues and from Twitter, where I think the plurality of the support is for Burton, and I would say like Jennings 2, Buzzy Cohen 3.
How do we get you in the mix here,
is what I
Michael?
see.
How do we get you in the mix?
We go back in time, have me win 20 or more games on the show.
You think that's what you need to do?
Or I don't know.
Do you think you could have won 20
is-
games?
I do think I could have beaten Kerry Green, the wonderful person who beat me and then went on to win the next 6 games.
Wait, let's say something negative about her. We can use it as future dirt. Because she's a wonderful person. But if you say something bad about her, then that's dirt that people can use against you.
The thing is,
Well, I saw the episode, Michael, and yeah, you definitely. I wish you had done in that episode what you did in my episode, because you basically kind of shot yourself in the foot on that one. I think. Yeah.
I certainly did, yeah. And I think I mentioned this earlier, but Julio and I have history on Jeopardy. We played against each other in the game right before, right?
Fourth, I think. Right?
Yeah, it was. I only won 3 games, so it was yeah, but it was the game where I won the most amount of money, and had like a big, like it was a runaway where I could wager $19,000 on Final Jeopardy and not be caught. So it's like a big, like a high score like in the history of the show. No longer because of Holzhauer and now Matt Amodio, and a couple of games by like Roger Craig and some other people who are like really great. Ken Jennings had a couple higher than that too, but
do you think that Matt Amodio is so good at Jeopardy because he's named after a anti-diarrhea medication?
That they're advertising during the show? Absolutely.
I think
Okay.
it's Imodium, but close. Yeah.
Okay, we've got some ideas of future dirt for me in the chat here too. I like this. J-Flash10 saying I can tell intimate details about my friendship with Pharma Bro Martin Shkreli.
Oh yeah.
And then Brother Wax has something he wants me to say. Now, I will say it. If people say that this is appropriate future dirt, I will say it. But I won't want to describe it unless we're saying that this is the future dirt. This is exciting. This is like as risky as my life gets. You know what I mean? I don't do I don't skydive. You know what I mean? I'm not driving 120 miles per hour. This is as risky as it gets for me.
You have children that you want to take care of.
Yeah, but apparently not because I'm letting this
I
blackmail get out there. This blackmail material.
It's but it's really not like at this point it's not blackmail material. There's no such thing as blackmail material on the internet. It's just like it will like it's publicly available.
I guess it's not
material
blackmail
is like
material.
somebody
What?
has
That's true.
secret proof. And they will divulge that proof. But this, if you broadcast it, it can no longer be blackmail. It can only later be brought into the public
Yeah,
eye.
what's that called? Like, just mail? It should be called "You've Got Mail." I don't know.
It's called dirt.
Dirt.
Which is
Oh yeah,
which is
that's
what we
right.
call
Yeah,
It's
dirt.
called
Exactly. Yeah.
I have a couple.
All right.
This one is relevant to me. I'll start. Let's see. How do I want to
Wow.
phrase it? Okay, cryptocurrency has no valid use other than for like illegal activities.
That's your dirt that you're saying?
This is future dirt. So today you might say that's a perfectly acceptable right inside the Overton window thing to say about cryptocurrency. But in the future, it may be somebody bringing that up to me when I try to host win Ben Stein's cryptocurrency, or whatever it is. Oh, I did do that. Other duck is
All right.
I think that's like not necessarily like dirt as much as it's just like either a factual opinion that will either happen or not happen. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Brother Wax.
It's fair.
Brother Wax wants me to comment on the first Marvel superhero with the Latino lead. I feel like this is present dirt, though. I feel like that's not future dirt. I feel like that's already offensive. So I feel like that doesn't qualify. But if you disagree in the chat and you think that's future dirt, not present dirt, let me know. I have now. What am I gonna do? I can talk more about my friendship with Martin Shkreli. I can tell more about the time Bob Odenkirk yelled at me in case he dies soon, which is pretty dark. I guess those are my two other requests.
Yeah.
I think one thing that will be offensive in the future, to be honest,
Yes.
will be not using pronouns correctly. Like I think like now it's kind of like they let it slide. Like people are like, oh, you're using my pronoun incorrectly, like But I think in the future it'll just be like, no, you have to do it right. Like I think that'll be something.
I
in the
think
future
that's good.
that'll be offensive.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I think even today, like even today, I would feel I certainly wouldn't agree with this statement. Like even today,
Yeah.
like, and this might
People
be,
today
this
do
might put
freak
me-
out about that, on social media. That might be becoming present dirt.
Yeah, I mean, I think you
Uh,
should definitely use people's pronouns
Yeah.
correctly, but yeah, I do think that, like, now they're sort of let some people kind of,
Yeah.
like if you're
I
trying, you're with it, but if you're not, then
Yeah, no, I think we're like too close to, like, to me it feels like we're getting to the steep part of the S curve in terms of like acceptance of like people people use their pronouns. So I think like we are probably a little bit, we're not past the inflection point,
Yeah.
but I think
All right, I'm gonna honor the request.
I agree,
I'm
I
gonna
agree.
talk about, and I'm gonna try
Wow.
to do this in sound bites that people will be able to use as blackmail.
Right.
And I'm gonna try to make it sound natural. Okay, yeah. So Martin Shkreli is a good friend of mine. Martin Shkreli is one of my. Hold on, I'm trying to give a sound bite here. Martin Shkreli is one of my oldest friends and a person that I really understands me on a deep level.
And Julio, since you're not a longtime listener of the show, this is actually true.
This is
Frankie
true.
went to high school with
He
Martin
was
Shkreli.
my best friend in high
and they
school.
were-
We were in a band together. Oh, I can play the video of our band, but let's see I have that in my Dropbox.
Did you guys listen to that Wu-Tang album together?
No, you know what though? I'm sure I did talk to him a few times from jail since he's been in there. We were not friends.
Oh, really?
Our friendship fell apart after I moved to LA, and he was kind of starting to have some mental illness problems. Where is that gonna be? Did I find it? But then when he was about to be sentenced, he asked that I write him a letter to the judge, which you can find. I think that people have found this on Google and Reddit on the show. What I say, his greed is a mental illness. Yes, I would say he was. And this isn't dirt. See, let me frame this. Hold on. I'll say the dirt part first. You know what? I don't think he did anything wrong. I think everything he did was totally right, and I stand behind him 100%. There you go. There's your dirt. Well, that's
my
blackmail
God.
material. I don't believe that, but
But wait, is that true?
what?
You do not actually believe that what he did is
Hold
right,
on.
and you stand
Can
behind
I
it
say it?
100%.
Okay, I don't. But what are the rules of future dirt? Can I give a disclaimer after I say it?
If you say no, if you're saying it with like irony, it's no longer dirt.
Yeah.
Like I think here's one that I think is real dirt. Showing your midriff in the office is unprofessional. Like
What?
this is, I think this is probably pretty well agreed on today. But
Yeah.
in the future, this could be very far outside of the of what is acceptable.
Okay.
And I
If you want to go on
and
a
it's
little
something
rant,
that
let's go on a little rant about midriffs, and then that can be some dirt
I mean,
for you.
I don't really see a lot of midriffs in the office, but I do see a lot of midriffs in. I feel like the pandemic.
I feel like this is the most times I've heard the word midriff in my entire life. Like, I feel like the number of times I've heard the word midriff in the last 2 minutes is equal to the entire rest of my life, the number of times I've heard that word.
I don't know. I used to work in a high school, so I've actually heard that quite a
Oh,
lot.
fair.
You sound like an assistant principal, kind of. A little bit.
Oh, good. That's really honestly, it sounds like a new career path is open for me. I don't think, like, I do think that you should be clothed from, like, somewhere between your, like, in a professional setting, probably like somewhere between your knee and your hip, in the halfway range to like your shoulder. I think like that part we can just cover up. Like, I think I think it, like, it looks nice. And like, I think it is more, I do think it is more professional to cover, your body from your shoulder to somewhere between your knee and your hip, about halfway, let's say.
Oh, I found.
Yes, this is Wizworld Live claiming that I want to control women's bodies because he's too horny. I mean, midriff like probably this is probably somewhat gendered, but like I also don't think men should show their midriff either, or like I really don't think like and this human body working in an office, like if somebody comes to me and their stomach is out regardless of their gender identity or what their stomach
Wow.
looks like, I probably don't want to see it, unless I'm like at the beach. But I just don't think it's professional.
Hold on, I'm trying to play this video of me. Here we go. All right, oh, it's small. Let me try to make it bigger. There's me in the center there. Yeah. There's one on the left. Here, I'll make it bigger.
Playing like bass or something, or
He's playing lead guitar. I'm the singer.
oh,
Wow, these are all my. Yeah, this is that. Where is this at? I think this is at the Mercury Lounge, maybe. I think in New York City. New York. There's Joe Del Seno on drums.
Is your hair dyed?
No. That's not me in the foreground. That's Evan Ryan on bass, and the fat one is me. That's me. This song is called L. Ron Hubbard. Oh yeah.
The guy singing.
Yeah, that's me. With the long hair.
well, the real pleasant dirt is your appreciation of L. Ron Hubbard, I think.
Yeah.
That's a controversial thing.
Rare. This is rare, never before seen.
Wait, where's
video.
Shkreli? Where's Shkreli?
He's in like the gray shirt, I think.
Yeah. Should zoom in on it. Yeah, the band that opened for us was a Pavement. Our art teacher's son's Pavement cover band. And I had, at some point during this concert, I had put a zucchini in my pants. And I took it out of my fly like a dick, and I chucked it into the audience, and I hit my art teacher in the head with it. There's a whole video. Oh, you know what? There were some pretty. Who's jumping over there? There's some pretty. We had some songs that were kind of ironically homophobic in a way that would probably not be cool today.
I love that this is called online TV. That's a funny, ironic thing that could never happen.
What year is this? This is probably around 2001. We're seniors in 2000, 2001. So this is like probably somebody's early attempt at streaming like a concert. So you could have watched this streaming from your house somehow. Probably nobody did. The audience is just kids from our high school. There's nobody else here. It looks like there's.
Oh, this is a high school band.
Yeah, this is a high school band.
Okay.
Is that it? I can't hear it, so yeah, that was it. That was it.
Man. You're
Past dirt, though.
This video is
Wizworld Live, totally.
dirt.
Totally right. Wizworld Live, that is past dirt. Joe has the whole concert on tape. I gotta get the tape from Joe of the whole concert. Anyway, that's past dirt. We're looking for future dirt here.
Future dirt. Stuff that is totally acceptable to say now.
Jay Flash 10 did
That will
mention the
not be
photo of
acceptable
me
in
with my
future.
pants down with a bunch of underage girls, which we've
I
already
mean,
showed.
that one is.
We've
already shown that on
the air, but I'll
one,
show it again. I don't remember. Where that is.
Oh boy.
I showed it on here. I must have found it somewhere. All right. You guys talk. I'm gonna find that.
Julio, I'm not. You've been here for a while. Tell us about what you're doing now, because you're doing something cool.
Yeah. So I was also on the game show Chase, as was Michael, and we won in the first season. Collectively, my team won $400,000, which is pretty cool.
So you won. So
I
your
used that
team. So
money-
you're saying you won more money than me on the Chase.
That is true. Yes. Yeah.
It is true.
Definitely the case. Both as a team and as an individual. Yes. That's
Yeah,
true.
it's true. I really was. Our team was going to be the number one most winning team, and then Liz Canal and
Yeah,
her
Liz
team
beat
Liz Canal
everybody. Yeah. I mean,
beat everybody. We love her. Much respect. But I
Yeah,
really
no, she
wanted
was
to
great.
win the most money.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if it was going to happen in the second season because they actually lowered the value, but then they gave so much more on the offers. That was kind of how it happened, I think. So just cool. I think I can think that way, but
Totally.
But yeah. So anyway, I've I used my to invest in my own business. So I actually started a pub trivia company. It's called Denver Trivia League on Facebook or Instagram. That's kind of how we learn and things like that. And but yeah, it's just nice that we have so far in Denver, and we're growing, and to be able to kind of make it happen. So yeah.
Where did I find this? I'm trying to find this photo of me with my pants down with a bunch of underage
I mean,
girls.
I'm not going to be. I'm not going to help. I'm not going to be able to help
Did you read this story? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Did you read this story in well, it's in one of the things that I read. So it's either the New York Times, the Atlantic, or the New Yorker, or the Washington Post. About how Apple has software. They're going to build hardware into their phones that will be able to read all your photos and search to see if you have any known child porn images on it.
It's actually it's software and it's in iCloud, but not.
No,
I believe it doesn't.
No,
run
it's
on
going
phone.
to. It's going. It's
Oh,
not
really?
related to the new version is that's going to be built into the phone will not depend on iCloud, and it will be able to read the photos on your device.
Really, I didn't realize they were putting an anti child pornography chip on
Did they?
chip on your
Ice
phone.
Cream Cone might have the
Which
new
is-
info. This is just an article. I read an article and it was a few days ago, so maybe they said they're not going to do that.
That's partly why I guess they're getting rid of adult content on OnlyFans, because apparently there were some people putting underage
Yeah. What?
content
That's
on there.
because
So, which I guess-
MasterCard said that MasterCard did not want to
Yeah.
have any unverified. They had like a very onerous process that
Yeah.
they would have to follow to verify everybody on their network or something.
I mean, is it onerous? Is it like if you are like the internet's number one, like if you are the internet's number one smut peddler, is it so wrong to have like some types to, like I really
Yeah, it
don't
seems
think
like they
it's
could,
that
like,
onerous.
show pictures
if
of their
people-
ID or something. Like they have to
If people are putting,
before you get started with it, even So.
All right, I'm gonna find this. I'm still looking for this photo. I know I've showed it on the show
Nice.
before, but it's not named like me with pants down. It's named, like IMG 184. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'll
should
rename
download,
it so that.
download RipGrep. It's a great if anybody else uses the terminal as much as I do. RipGrep. It's a
RipGrep.
great file search utility. Yeah. But Frank, you don't download it because it'll take too long to figure out
Yeah.
how to use it.
All right.
But it is really good and super fast. Shit. I wish
Well,
I
know who sent this to me. Oh, is that Future Blackmail? That app?
What? RipGrep or
You know what else could be
Or,
Future
like-
Blackmail? This my friend Cheryl, who took the photo of me with my pants down, also transcribed all of my bad stand-up jokes from when I was in college, and there's
Yes.
some. The problem is that's too far in the past. I feel like it's not future
it's the
dirt.
past. Yeah, that's the thing is that like what's the major issue with like what Mike Richards said? If Mike Richards had said those things when he was in college, like and he had his own radio show or whatever it is that he did, I don't think there would be as much backlash because it would have been 20 or 30 years ago or 25 years ago or something like that. But I think it has to be he's a fully grown adult man. Like it has to be you today, an adult who must take responsibility for the things that come out of your mouth, saying something that like you believe, and Mike Mike Richards believes in booby pictures. And
Oh, here it is. I found it.
I think he would have. I think he would have gotten away with it, except for at the right time. I mean, she went through those episodes. Like, she went through like 46 episodes and found this stuff. And like, I think if it had been revealed in 2 months, I'm not sure if it would have mattered at that point. I think it was the right article that was like, oh, this is the first day of taping. Like, we still kind of get rid of him, or it's just too much liability.
All right, here we go.
You know, and I think like if it was revealed later, it would have not mattered. Oh, there you go.
There's a picture of me.
there we go. There's
That's me
with
in
no
my
pants.
underwear with girls I found out were 14 years old. I didn't know. Wait, I shouldn't say that further. Here, okay, let's take two. I'm gonna take. All right, here we go. Well, this is gonna be the new end point of the clip right here for you guys, for all you blackmailers out there. Okay, here we go. Yep, this is me with my pants off with a bunch of 14-year-old girls. Here it is. That's real.
Interesting. All right.
That's
Highly inappropriate.
100% authentic photo of me with a bunch of 14-year-old girls.
I mean, it is authentic. I think we can interrogate whether that is even making fun of it.
All right, there's the out point of
even
the clip
fun of
right
our
there.
offense.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Perfect.
I mean,
edit me out.
Okay. Now that I'm 38, well, okay, here's the thing right now. Maybe this will be future dirt. Now I'm 38, like, I see young people, like, let's say I'm out picking up some food or something. I can't tell the difference between kids who are like seniors in high school or like freshmen, like somebody between the ages of like 16 and 24.
Yeah.
I don't know. They all look so young to me now. Maybe 24 is a little old. Maybe like 22. They all look so young.
I agree. Though I got that experience being just being in grad school for a long time, where like freshmen in college just look like children.
They really do.
By the time
Those are people that it's legal. It's illegal to have sex with them. That's insane.
it's
That-
true.
I feel like it. Hold on. This is the opposite of future dirt because I think like this is people agree with me, but like that's in such. There should be like a number that you like a distance number that you can't go past. You know what I mean?
Wizworld has created a black note.
Thank you, Wizworlds. Imagine that. Thank you. I like that. That's probably gonna be one of the only clips on the Pack channel.
Yeah.
Now, I guess technically in that photo, you know, I'm clothed. You know what I mean? One of them's taking a
Yes.
picture of my wiener, which is weird.
That is
She's
weird.
What is the context of why were you like in
Oh,
your underwear
sure.
at all?
So I was in a grad school program, and I had just recently lost a bunch of weight. So I was very excited. I went to a thrift store to buy clothes that fit in my size, and I found a UPS uniform that was like a perfect fit that would have never fit me. It might not even fit me now. It's probably the skinniest I've ever been. So I was really excited to wear it. And so we were hanging out in grad school, and we were like, oh, this was a summer program. So we're like, oh, let's go to the dorms. I wonder if there are any like kids staying there. Maybe it's like freshman orientation or like, you know, there's like summer programs and stuff. Let's see if there's any people at the dorms, and let's go hang out over there. So we walk over there and we see this group of girls partying in there. So we just start talking to them, and I was like, "You guys, check out this UPS uniform that I just got." And they're like, "Oh yeah, let's see it." And I was like, "You want to see it? Here, I'll just take it off and give it to you." So I started taking off my pants, and then this guy, and I don't know if you can see in the photo, but this is like a courtyard that's all enclosed in glass. So this guy comes out, this older guy starts running out at me. He goes, hey, what are you doing? You know these girls are 14 years old? And we were like, Oh shit! No, we thought they were college freshmen. I'm so sorry. We thought these were college kids. And I was like, I bought, and I was just like stumbling. And I was like, I bought this UPS uniform, and I was showing it to them. I just wanted to show them my UPS uniform, and we weren't doing anything sexual. And the guy like pauses, and he looks at me and he goes, "UPS pants, huh? They don't deliver packages that small." And then he marches back. He like pumps his fist. He turns around. He marches back into the room he came from, and it's all glass. So you can I can see him doing this, and I can see him go into the glass room and tell everybody in that room what his sick burn is, and they all laugh and high five him and stuff. And then I see him walk into another room and tell them about his sick burn. Meanwhile, I'm like frantically putting my clothes back on and trying to get the fuck out of there. Anyway, that's the story behind this photo. But out of context.
Yeah, the context does not make it better.
Yeah. Yeah. But also, that was 16 years ago.
Yeah. I was hoping it was going to be something like, oh, there was some kind of, like horrible tear and it just all fell off. Or
No.
whatever.
But I'm not naked. I've got
No,
got
you're not.
underwear
No.
on. I'm swim appropriate. Oh, we've got... I'm completely full of bullshit. Thank you. Welcome to the show. They're saying that they don't believe that this would be future dirt. Maybe not.
Future
I
dirt.
don't know.
That's fair. I do think we should try to prepare for like we've done a lot in the theory of progress version of the world, in the theory of in the world where, let's say, there is a libertarian takeover of the government. I'll say that I think people who are older than 18, I don't think it should be legal for them to have sex at the age of 16. I think that is I don't think that's right. So in the case where we move into the true the one of the two issues for libertarians, basically low taxes and low age of consent, that'll be outside of that could be outside of the Overton window for that libertarian future. It's possible. Certainly some of our Joe Jorgensen supporting listeners and might have something to say about it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
A libertarian hellhole. All right. So what should we say for this reality?
In this reality, this is one that I think is tough. And this is one that I think may even this is one that I think is definitely going to come to pass. But eating meat is morally acceptable and delicious.
But this is not for the libertarian hellhole. That's
no. We're out of the libertarian. In the libertarian hellhole, will only eat meat.
That's what I thought.
But this is the more utopian theory of progress world.
Yeah, that's good.
I imagine.
Yeah, that could be a good one, because I do feel like eating meat is probably on the way out.
But is it more morally acceptable to eat meat? And is it delicious?
All right.
I guess
who wants to take this one?
Yeah.
Who wants?
I mean, I think that there already are people that definitely would say oh, you're eating meat, you're evil. That's definitely already a thing. But I could see that being more mainstream for sure. So.
Yeah.
Oh, Wizworld Live. Is race real? Now, I do feel like anything involving race is present dirt. I don't feel like there's a future dirt of race. Maybe there's a new level. But I'm...
Yeah.
And of course, real, do we say, are I assume when Wizworld says real, he means a biological fact and not a social
sure.
construct, which is which
Okay,
is
maybe this. Well, I mean, it is true to some degree. You know, there are some diseases that are more prevalent in some populations versus other populations. Would that be future dirt if one of us said that? Do you think that'll be verboten to say?
no, I don't. I
Like
don't.
Tay-Sachs disease is more common in Ashkenazi Jewish
I don't-
populations, right?
I don't think saying Tay-Sachs disease is more common in Ashkenazi Jewish
I don't
population
know.
is going to be
Maybe it will
future
be.
dirt. But I will also say that Tay-Sachs disease is more common in Ashkenazi Jews and skin cancer people.
There's a thing I noticed with some of the members. I have some friends that are in like the kind of like they call them, I
Yeah.
think that's kind of part of it.
Sure.
Where,
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff about like, talking about obesity as a health issue is like controversial for some, people in these communities, and and I don't really want to say either way. No,
Yeah.
I don't feature on myself. It's kind of a topic that could be verboten,
Sure.
for some populations, and maybe more so.
Oh, I can
future.
speak to that because I'm a fat person who's constantly trying to become less fat, right? Wow, was World Live giving some potential future dirt? Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's acceptance of how you are, and Deb Jones Talking Shop insisting that I'm not fat. Thanks, Deb. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you can't deny that, they're I mean, I've and look, that's the other thing. When you're a fat person, there's always somebody who's fatter than you, right? Like, so like I can talk about being a fat person, and then somebody else will be like, you're not fat. I'm 500 pounds, right? You don't know anything what it's like to be fat. You know what I mean? And then somebody who's like, I would consider average size would be like, oh, I'm so fat. Look at my legs, right? There's always.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah,
point I'm
I
trying
mean,
to
I
get
think-
at here. Thank you, Brother Wags called me a fat fuck. Thank you. I feel like Brother Wags is just my internal monologue now. I feel like they've synergized. I think when I picture the voice in my head, I'm just gonna picture Brother Wags now.
Deb Jones, Brother Wags has really angered Deb Jones Talking Shop.
But yeah, I mean, it's one thing between being in a like accepting who you are and loving yourself, and then just like blindly deluding yourself into thinking that you're healthy because you can exercise slightly a few times a week. Like,
Yeah. I think like
is that
lot
enough for future
of,
dirt?
It's probably enough. It's probably I don't know. It's probably enough. If
Oh, hey, here I'll give a.
Yeah.
I'll do a
Sound
sound bite. You haven't. I feel like I'm the only one doing these sound bites. By the way.
I could do I feel like I'll do a bunch
All
of
right.
sound bites.
Health at any size, guys, any size. All right, there you go. There's your sound bite.
Wow, that's a real sound. Like I can imagine
See?
hearing that over
I'm
over
telling
the
you,
announcement of
neither
you.
of us is gonna.
You didn't even use the word boobs.
Yeah,
I don't know.
neither of us is going to host Jeopardy in the future.
I mean, not at this rate. But
I don't know that's much as they're going through a host. You never know. They're gonna have to go like 4 years from now. They'll still be looking.
Yeah, they might run out. Now, Julio, did you ever try to throw your name in the hat here? We tried to get Michael's name, and then we actually on this show we did a Jeopardy host audition for him one episode. Did you ever think of throwing your hat in the ring?
I'm good. I don't think I'd be necessarily the best host. I'm a good pub trivia host, but I definitely cannot fill Alex's shoes. I don't think so.
Oh, here you go, Bilo. Oh, yeah, here's one.
Yeah.
So you work for an autonomous vehicle company, Bilo. Do you have some future dirt you could maybe say about that?
Yeah. I am highly skeptical of autonomous vehicles. Deb Jones says she can't hear any audio. I don't know if that's
it's
her problem
broadcasting,
or
so but let me know if anybody who's not Deb Jones also has the same problem. Sorry, go ahead.
Cool. Yeah, autonomous autonomous vehicle. Like, I am highly skeptical of autonomous vehicles. And I think, and I hope that means that that's like good for that's good for me, because I will want autonomous vehicles to be highly safe. But yeah, I am highly skeptical of autonomous vehicles.
What makes you skeptical being on the inside now? I mean, I have my reasons to be skeptical, but they're fairly uninformed. But you're on the inside.
I actually got to drive in. So I was in Las Vegas last week. Last week. And I got to drive in an autonomous vehicle. And like, what I can say about my experience in it is that it sort of drives like how my grandma drove, like towards when. Like the last time that my mom ever let my grandma put us in the car, she just sort of creeped out into the middle of an intersection and stopped and like was just really freaked out about what to do. And like I feel like the autonomous vehicles that I have been in or like the one autonomous vehicle I have been in sort of drove the same way, in a very tentative way that makes you feel like the car is scared, which is like a good thing. Like the car should be scared of hurting the people inside the car, but
outside the car.
It should be worried about hitting or hurting the people outside the car. But it does not give me great confidence that the car is, really knows what it's doing, let's say.
I always thought the insurance would be very tricky on that, because like right now you have, of course, you're an insured driver, and so if you hit someone, it's on the driver. But then an autonomous vehicle that owns the vehicle, or like, and so that makes it kind of like, who would you sue? Who pays for that claim? If something happens, I mean, it has to work really either super perfectly, or it doesn't work at all, because the insurance would make it really hard for like companies to even make money off of it.
I think that's right. I mean, like you really can't have, like, if you imagine an autonomous taxi fleet of like doing 100 million miles of taxi rides in a year, which like seems like quite a bit. But like to be economical, you probably have to do something like 1 billion miles of rides a year. And that is, if your rate of like getting into a collision is 1 in 1 million miles, which is like way better than probably the average human driver, that's still like 1,000 crashes a year on one particular company's, self-driving car, and that's pretty much unacceptable. So you have to be like, at the like 1 accident per 10 million miles or something like that before it's safe. And
where are we at right now?
It's really hard to demonstrate that. No idea.
You can't
No
estimate. I got a car this week. I got an electric car this week. I sold my old car for a pretty penny, and I've got an electric car. So, and it has an amazing technology, which is it can read road signs and tell me what the speed limit is. Somehow this car has a camera that detects speed limit signs and just tells me what the speed limit is.
That's the thing on Google Maps, actually. I know it's like if you like have your Google Maps on while you're driving, like they can tell you like if you're going too fast.
Yeah. Well, I thought mine was like, mine does it with a camera, which I think is just crazy fucked. Like,
oh yeah,
that's crazy. There's just some robot inside my car.
Not
looking
a robot, but
street signs. A computer.
Yes,
a computer. What's the difference between a robot and a computer? This feels like the setup to a Milton Berle's joke book joke, but I honestly, what a robot can move.
Is that when a
robot moves? Is that the difference?
I guess like I would, I don't really know. I guess I associate a robot with like actually moving or actually, like, if it's just a purely digital algorithm, I would say it's like it's a computer rather than a robot. But that's
By the way,
not
that's
really.
that's some pretty good future dirt because you're dissing the industry that you're in
Dissing.
right now.
It's true.
That's pretty good.
It's true.
That's kind of present dirt too.
it's
That
good.
could come back to bite you right now. Do any of your
It's
coworkers
true.
watch the show?
I hope so. And if they are, hello.
All right.
Oh yeah, robot is from an old Slavonic word meaning servitude or forced labor, and I remember learning about that. Learning about like Russian serfs, they had to do the robot, the like robot or whatever, which was
Wait.
forced labor.
What? Okay, here's some future dirt. What if we talk shit about robots and say that they don't have rights and
Hell yeah!
right? That's
Hell
that's the
yeah.
definition of future dirt. All right.
Robots aren't humans.
Yeah. I don't,
Yeah.
you know what? I don't care if, the robots are sad. The robots are sad.
Yeah.
Guess what? We created the robots, okay?
Yeah.
We can turn them off
I am
whenever we
okay.
want. I'm okay with the, you
That's
know what?
right.
If the robot is starting to feel sentient, we gave him that power, okay?
If there comes a day when we need another Butlerian jihad, I am all for it.
What? The fuck are you, what?
The Butlerian,
What's a
the
but-
Butlerian
what's a
jihad
Butlerian
is in
jihad?
some people in the chat will know what the Butlerian jihad is. Wizworld, I think, is the quickest on the draw, but it's from Dune, where they destroy all the computers because
It's-
and then they.
I only saw
spice.
Dune the movie when
predict
I was
the future.
10, so I'm not. But I'll watch the new one probably.
Never read the book?
Do I look like I read the book?
Yeah, you look like you read the book.
Oh, this could be
look
one.
like you read the
This could
book.
be dirt. I you know what? Sci-fi, fantasy.
Don't you
You know what? I can make up. You know, it's always the same shit. You know what I mean? It's always fantasy is always British people. You know, it's always got the same 10 elements in it. It's British English-speaking people, and with castles. There's dragons, there's like swords, and there's like suits of armor and shit. It's always the fucking same. Why aren't there with the exception of a few things, most fantasy is like takes place in the same world. It's like some dude with long hair swinging a sword around like The Witcher, and then chicks with big boobs or whatever. I feel like it's so boring. Like why would you want to have somebody else's fantasy? Make up your own fantasy. It can be literally anything. It's fantasy. Why? It could be slices of toast. You know what I mean? Slices of toast shooting each other
Sure.
with booger guns. Why isn't that considered fantasy?
I don't know. I think you should just read some Octavia Butler and enjoy yourself.
I don't have time to read.
I was gonna say we have like Joseph Campbell here. You know,
Yeah. Oh, don't get me started on this hero's journey crap that every movie now has to have a fucking hero's journey. But this is not a controversial statement.
You got to save that cat. Save that.
Somebody's done a movie where like the hero cuts a cat's like decapitates a cat in the first 5 minutes or something. I'm sure they have, right? I bet one of the
very
Marvel movies has that. I don't watch them.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good place to go. I also don't watch the Marvel movies.
This is present dirt. This is present dirt though.
This is present dirt. And it's like I don't know, whatever.
And it's kind of a
It's-
popular opinion.
it's not fun enough. I don't think it's fun enough to spend too much time.
Although
on.
I do hate where it's like Martin Scorsese hates Marvel movies. Yeah, because he's an old man and they're not for him. He's old and he doesn't like them. The same way that your grandpa doesn't listen to Billie Eilish. 'Cause
Oh my god.
Your future dirt is that we shouldn't listen to the opinions of old people.
Wow. That is future dirt because we will be old.
yeah,
people.
we'll be old.
Exactly.
We will
yeah.
be old.
Yeah,
And they'll say we shouldn't listen to you because you said back in 2021
genius.
old people's opinions don't matter.
That's right.
Don't trust anyone over 30.
Oh, it has to be older than us now. Yeah, anybody over the age of 60, it's like their opinion instantly doesn't count. And I'm talking about anybody. The president over 60, opinion doesn't count.
Yep.
I don't care who you are.
I mean, that's kind of what like OK Boomers is all about, really, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's sort of like
Yep.
OK Boomer. Yeah.
Gen X getting there. Gen X is up to 56. They're 56-year-old Gen Xers.
Yeah, I mean, millennials are starting to get up to their 40s nearly. So.
Yeah, I'm
That's
technically a millennial, and I'm almost 40, so it checks out.
Checks
I feel
out.
like I'm the second year of millennials. Feels unfair.
Yeah, they consider that go at 1980 or something,
I
81?
think it's
I don't know.
people who graduated high school year
81.
2000 or later, so I think it's 82, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, though.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
I
I'm
mean,
only like a
also-
year or so younger than you. Yeah, I'm 37. So.
Yeah. Xennials. Shapelights
Xennials.
saying that we're Xennials. I don't know what that is. Wait, we need more dirt. I feel like there's not enough future dirt.
Yeah. I mean, here's one.
Oh, we have a call. We should
Oh.
take this call.
Take the call.
Dark Matters.
This is Dark Matters.
Oh, What's up? I am waiting outside of a bar in Boston, and there's a car ripping by me. What's up?
Is this Connor?
This is Connor Collins. This is Michael
Connor
Bilo.
Collins. This is Michael Bilo, and this is Dark Matters. Welcome.
What's
welcome
up,
to Dark
dude?
Matters.
Dude.
It's been
I
so long.
knew you had a show, but I had. I don't know if you know this. So when I was on Jeopardy, I referenced you when one of my answers was The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, which you wrote for, I believe.
It was my first job out of college was as the writer's assistant.
Yeah.
Assistant.
Oh,
So
the writers.
Yeah.
Wait.
And I literally go, my answer was, what is The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody? I went, ugh. And I literally was doing that for you. I was like, I only know that because the guy that ran the trivia show, that I only was good at the trash trivia. I sucked at trivia at Yale. It was awesome.
Oh man, it was so.
I'm very sorry that it's very loud. I'm outside of a bar in Boston. I'm sorry it's so loud.
It's fine. Connor and I. Connor is also a Jeopardy contestant, as he said. Connor and I went to college together, and were on the Quiz Bowl team together. And you were with Matt Jackson, with many time Jeopardy champion Matt Jackson, and who else? I don't know, other people who are like better at trivia than
Well,
we
I
are.
only I did it very I only participated for fun. I was not as serious as you. No, in a weird way. I was always like, why are they asking questions about very deep esoteric physics things? I'm like, the answer is
Sure.
-1. That seems insane. I'm like, Jeopardy is it's a question about ballet. There's 7 possible answers.
Totally. Yeah.
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 I'm sorry. I feel like I'm calling in, but
This
I
is-
feel you know what I mean. I feel like this is
Yeah.
the person that's you're on air, so I'm here. What's up?
Yeah, nice to talk to you. 'Cause
what are
this
your
is
thoughts on-
Frankie. This is Michael's co-host, and we've also got Julio Trujillo on the line with us.
Hello.
Julio. Okay. Hello. I'm Connor. Mike. I know.
And this is
And then-
Frankie here.
Yeah. What's up,
Welcome, Connor. Welcome to
Frankie?
Dark
Hello.
Matters.
I'm Connor.
This is
Yeah.
our-
Thanks
this
for
is our
having me,
future-
guys.
Our future dirt show, where
That's
we have
awesome.
been creating dirt for the future in the case that one of us becomes the host of a show or has some position of importance that people won't have to dig through a podcast
Yeah.
to find it. They can just open.
Yeah,
this
when you
episode up.
want to be president and your own people are like, hey, did you ever have sex with an earthworm? And you're like, yeah, I did. They're like, okay, well, 65% of people say that's okay.
Yes, that's exactly.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
put this out.
You're preemptively proving. Dude, it's amazing to me that this guy's name is Mike Richards. And,
Oh my God.
yeah, it's so close to Michael Richards, the guy that did
Yeah.
a really bad thing and got his ship blown up. That's weird.
true. He's no Cosmo Kramer either. Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, his name is Kramer. Yeah. Cosmo. He was not given a first name for I think 6 seasons. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I did watch it, and I also don't know. So
Yeah, no, but he didn't. I don't think he had a first
No, he
name for
did
a
not,
long
he did
time.
not.
No, I love Michael Richards. I feel badly
do
for
you
him.
love Michael Richards or do you
Well,
love
I
Mike
do.
Richards?
I love Alex Trebek. Is it Alec or Alex? I'm not sure. I never met the man. I never mocked him to his face.
Well, this is some future dirt for you. I guess you're never going to be hosting Jeopardy, Connor.
Viola, did they not know the joke that I made?
Which joke?
No, so when I was on, I got a Daily Double, and I said I've always wanted to say this. I'd like to buy a vowel.
That's right.
Yeah, and he got really angry, violently angry. My whole family was. My mom thought he was going to stop filming. I told her, I was like, Mom, I'm going to make a joke if I have a chance during the show. And she's like, tell me what it's going to be. And I was like, I can't, because it won't make sense if I don't do it. Because I didn't know I was going to get a Daily Double, because it's like, there's a small shot, you got it.
Yeah.
And when I got it, I've always said I'd like to buy a vowel. And he was, like, angry. And, like, as you know, they like, stopped filming when, like, you know, he missed speaks or someone says that question. My mom was like, I thought they were gonna like take you off the air and be like, you're done, dude. She was like, they were not. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I was just trying to make a funny.
Justifiably so. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
That is one thing about Jeopardy is it is not fun. It's very stuffy. It's the turkey and gravy of television. There's not a lot of seasoning.
Michael, is that the first time you had like that much like pancake batter on your face? Because like I've done plays when I was like in middle school and stuff. I never had that much foundation on, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The woman that did my makeup was like, oh my God, you're one of the youngest you ever had. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. And she's like, you're very cute. I'm like, oh, thank you. And she's like, my daughter's single. I was like, that's cool. I was like, that's a pretty cool way to get set up. It's like, what do you know about this man? He's like, he's kind of smart, I think.
That's a good come on. Yeah.
Yeah, I was into it.
I mean, yeah, I've never looked like the person. Like I've looked so bad on Jeopardy, but that was just because of my hair, which like.
Oh, I forgot how much you crushed it on the chase, dude. I apologize. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Connor. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Julio was also on the chase.
Julio did even better on the chase.
Hey, Julio, congratulations. Well,
Thank
yeah,
you.
fuck you, Julio. Sorry, I don't know if you have a. That was a joke. I know that we're live. I'm sorry. No.
It's okay.
No, your suit was awesome.
You can.
That's cool. I don't know what that is, and it sounds like some sort of weird medical issue. But Twitch, okay, yeah, if you got it, you got it. I don't know. It's 2007, so whatever you got, it's cool. Twitch.
Whatever you got.
Twitch. I don't know.
It's fantastic.
Whatever you got is cool. No,
Connor, what did you think?
No, how was?
Yeah, go ahead.
What I think of? So I've been working a lot all summer. I'm working 6 days a week in restaurants and bars, and so I've not had much of a chance to watch all of it. I also did not really watch much Jeopardy once I left because it was really heartbreaking. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, "Oh, you must keep up with it," and it's like it was like kind of like you don't have a chance to go back, so it was kind of like. I don't want to like see my ex-girlfriend's babies on Facebook, you know? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no.
It's a really sad thing to say, but it's like, oh, like I don't know, like my mom, who is my biggest fucking fan and I love her to death, was always like, you should be the next host, and she's like happy Mike Rich is getting sniped. Yeah, you don't have any. I'm like, I have way worse closet skeletons.
What's some of your dirt, Connor, that people would find out about you?
Oh yeah, that's what this is about.
Yeah.
I think what's his name? It's Norm Macdonald's old joke. Is that I'm a deeply closeted gay man, and then Conan's like, "Are you? Wait, so you're gay?" He's like, No. I'm deeply closeted. I don't think you understand what that means. No, I don't think I've done anything bad. I've said bad things, but I think you have to understand where I'm coming from. A point of privilege as a white millennial male, educated, with an affluent background. So it's like kind of on me. Yeah, I've said bad things.
Connor, what do
Everyone
you think?
said bad
Now we're
things.
trying to find, obviously present dirt. Look, if we wanted to have some present dirt on either me or Michael, we could just, say like the N word or something and be over with it. But we want to try to predict.
Yeah, you can self-emulate. It's like, yeah, pour gasoline on yourself like you're a fucking,
But
Vietnamese Buddhist.
wow, yeah, there you go.
That probably canceled me.
Yeah,
I just
you're
got
done.
canceled. There you
So
go.
that's present
No,
dirt.
but I hate the idea that everyone's getting canceled these days. But the same people that say that are the same ones that don't go to your restaurant because you have to wear masks. So I'm like, you're canceling too. Like I don't know. That seems weird. Like I don't know. Like make people who say bad things apologize, right? And mean it, and that seems cool.
Well, what do you think?
Right? Like you should grow.
I agree with you, Connor. What do you think? We're trying to predict in the future things that are.
Who's gonna get blown the fuck up?
Well, sure, that would be good to know. But what
sorry.
are things that we could say, that might be mainstream or borderline now, but in the future will be awful, so that in the future people will be able to go back.
So it's the whole,
yeah.
And ruin your life.
Right.
No, it's the whole the idea that people freak out about the it's called the euphemism treadmill or whatever, right? Like it used to be like you were a lunatic. It's like that meant the moon fucked your brain up, and it's like now you're a maniac. It's like now you're retarded, and it's like developmentally disabled. Like those are all things. Names change, right? And everyone's like, that's crazy that I used to be able to say this and I can't anymore. It's like, no, it's not. That's how language has always worked. It's just accelerating at an absurd rate, right? So I don't know, I can't even say some of the words I'm trying to think of, but I have a grandfather from Little Rock, Arkansas, who was on the school board committee and voted to integrate, you know what I mean? And my father and my grandparents were threatened with fire bombs for letting black people into their school system, and he used a word I wouldn't say for a black person, you know what I mean? Not the N word, but you know what I mean? That was the word de jure,
Sure. Yeah. No.
And that's, you know what I mean? And yeah, I think you know the word I'm thinking of.
People,
it's it wasn't, and it's
people in the chat are trying to
Sorry.
get you to say it so that they'll have some dirt on you.
oh yeah, no, you never gonna get dirt on me. No, but you know what I mean? No, not even not even a cancelable word, but a word I think our friend Two Fathoms, Mark Twain used to use.
Sure.
That was how you describe someone of African origin in this country. And I remember being a kid and black was not the word you used. It was African American, and you're like, well, what do you call Idris Elba? He's from England, So black became a more appropriate word. But it's I don't know,
So what do you think is?
I think you
what do you
should be
think is going to
allowed-
be the outdated word in the future? And then we can not necessarily in
an
that
outdated
way,
word?
but is
I think autistic might be a word that is considered
All right.
aggressive or antagonistic.
okay.
Or Asperger's definitely.
Oh yeah.
Because the idea of or the idea of high functioning autism seems really shitty to me, because it's you're able to produce more for capitalism. It's oh, these two people are equal humans, but one can work at Dow Jones. That's not even a company, is it?
It is. Yeah.
I think it is a company.
Yeah. It's the company.
And one works at Starbucks, and it's these high functioning, and it's that seems kind of very fucky corporate to me, right? Of your worth as a human, or as your mental function is capital gain. But that's true of like alcoholism and addiction, right? It's like alcoholic, like maybe across the picket line.
I'm on DowJones.com. Apparently, Dow Jones owns the Wall Street Journal and Barron's and other things. So you can there are DowJones.com/careers if you want to go work for Dow Jones.
Yeah, no, there are Dow Jones people, and yeah, they do not. I've heard it's a rumor, but they don't hire low functioning autists.
Well, maybe Bilo, one of us can then say
just got-
something about autism, and that'll be some future dirt.
Oh, so yeah, no, like, well, I think, yeah, how you're trying to cancel me? That's cool. Let's get canceled.
No.
We're trying to
like,
cancel ourselves
No,
In the future.
in the
In the future.
oh, yeah. What could you say? I just think like the idea of high and low functioning, like, well, it's the idea of I just think like everyone's like, oh, disabled is a fucked up thing to say because it implies that someone is abled, or like, I don't know. I think that's actually a fair statement, and it sounds very like, oh, people are being so OPC. Like, I don't know. Like, sorry, I don't. I'm trying to that point I'm trying to make.
something
but,
weird happened with my audio. That was weird.
So the first time I heard the word cis, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
I'm a cis male, right? Like, I was born with a penis, and I like my parents always called me a boy, and I still consider myself a male. Everyone's like, that's insane. Like how, like that's fucked up to that someone like gendered you. I'm like, not really. Like, it's an identifier, right? Like I didn't know, but like if I wanted to like identify as female, like no. So cis, I think.
Uh-oh. I think I'm having some technical problems on my end here. I think, although it looks like Bilo is frozen. Is the stream still going? It looks like the stream is still going, but I've lost Bilo, and I've lost the callers here. I think my Skype may have frozen, so I feel like, hold on. Sorry, folks. Well, let's play. Uh-oh, yeah, my Skype froze. A lot of strange things happening around here. All right. Well, you know what that means. It's time to play our amazing theme song, Exodus, while I fix this.
Say goodbye to the sun, don't say hello. That's what people want you to say. The show's just begun, don't say hello. Cause before the night slips away. 818-650-3275. Whoa, let my people go. This is my exodus. Do you want to have sex with this LA daddy?
Michael.
Darkness falls across the land. Midnight hour is
All right.
close at hand.
Here we go. We should be back.
Creatures crawl-
Learn shit every day, you know.
All right, we're back. We're back.
Is my that's my. Did I just like uncancel myself? I hope.
It's certainly possible. I think like try and
Yeah,
try and
sorry,
have,
I'm not.
like, a-
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like
moral
the idea that
equivalency.
people get. Well, like there's people that are like up in arms about trans rights that didn't know about trans humans until like 4 years ago, and I'm like, that seems crazy. Like, weren't you happy in like 2007? Like, probably not because you suck, but like, you weren't less happy.
Yeah. No. I
All right, let's get some.
completely agree.
All right,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
how do we translate this into
Is that?
future
Oh,
dirt
Shit,
for
I
me
think
and
my Uber's
Bilo?
here. One
All right.
second.
Well, Connor, thank
Can
you
I call
so
you
much
back?
for
Yeah,
the
call us.
Yeah, of course.
Michael Bilo. I love you, baby.
Good talking to you.
I'll give you a jingle back. Are you guys still on for a bit?
Yeah, we'll be on
Yeah.
for quite a while, probably.
All right, word.
All right. Thanks, Connor. All right.
Oh shit, I can't hear Frankie.
You can't hear me? I may have my microphone off.
Can I not hear Frankie?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit, but you're kind of quiet.
I'm quiet? Or is
All right,
Bilo
well, Julio,
quiet?
I can hear you. I can't hear Frankie.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me go into my
Likewise,
Skype.
actually, now.
Let me go into my Skype. It's probably what you guys are hearing in Skype.
Well, I think I'm going to actually probably head to bed here myself.
Yeah.
This
Okay,
is,
great. Thank you so
Unite
much
30
for-
over here.
for
Julio,
the show.
so
That was
great to have
that
you.
was
Thank you
so
for
No problem.
calling.
And
If you can
yeah.
hear me.
Good luck on your show,
Thanks.
and thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
Yeah, my
Oh,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
all right. Check. Oh, yeah, you can't. Here. Can you hear me now? There
I
you go.
can hear you now. Holy
All
shit.
right, yeah. That was something. All right. Man.
Oh,
I
man,
hate
ladies and
these-
gentlemen.
I hate these technical difficulties. Oh, Connor's calling back.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Guy, Bilo.
Yeah.
I have to say this. I emailed so my son Reggie, he's 6 months old now, just turned 6
Yes.
months old. His first teeth popped out this week. His two bottom teeth popped out.
Very cute.
And I figured, we haven't heard from the tooth man in a while, so I thought I would just email the tooth man and ask him to bless Reggie's teeth. But I forgot to do it, so I did it at the beginning of the show. The tooth man replied.
Oh my god.
So this is our first tooth man email. I can't believe how long tooth man was gone, and I just randomly emailed him like an hour ago, and he's emailed us back. So let me hear. Wait, hold on.
Got it.
Some of my files are something happened with one of my hard drives or something, so some stuff might be a little wonky. But let me center yourself. All right, let me do. Oh no, what's happened? I'm gonna try to put this window up here so you guys can see. Here we go. So I sent him an email. I said, here we go. I said, bless my son's teeth. This is what I wrote at 10:12. I wrote this during the show. I said, dear tooth man, we hope you are safe. We miss your presence on your show. Typo. We have a small request. Frankie's son,
It is the
Reggie's
tooth man's show.
first teeth appeared this past. You could tell I wrote this during the show. Frankie's son Reggie's first teeth appeared this past week, and we were wondering if you could bless them and the rest of his baby teeth. Thank you, Dark Matters. And the tooth man replied, not in a secure email. So I emailed the tooth man at 210ota.com, which you can all do if you'd like to. If you'd like to talk to the tooth man. And normally we get this back on a website, but this is the first one we got back directly in Gmail.
Wow.
And it gives us this is in Portuguese, like all of his emails to us.
Yes.
So let's translate it here. Okay, here we go. Okay, Frankie and Michael, hi. I'm cold but fine. I would be honored to bless your progeny's teeth. Reggie, hello from the dentist. Little Gutman angel, yours will be a life of joy and triumph. Your stock is strong and your family is vast and loving. Your teeth, too. Not just tooth enamel, but a reminder of your determination. No cavity or plaque buildup, just healthy and beautiful. The people around you must take care of your physical, emotional, and dental education. They whose hands are strong and whose teeth are stronger. Life will not always be easy, but it will always go on. Enjoy the sweet moments and enjoy the occasional sweet treat. However, be sure to floss, brush, and rinse regularly. Not to mention regular professional cleanings. Be direct but friendly. Grant the benefit of the doubt. Face your enemies with grace, and if the time comes, finish them off. Do it quickly and with compassion. Jesus Christ. Read books, travel and adventure. Fall in love often. It's quite a message from the tooth man. Subvert the power imbalance, and even if you hate to do this, remember there are people in your life who love your smile. Clean nose, clean hands, clean teeth. Escarisk. I don't know what that means. It says, your tooth father sent with love, pride, and promise of a future. Wow.
Okay.
It's the tooth man.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
That was really nice.
I bet it sounds better in the original Portuguese, but
Yeah. Well, would
Either
that be
Frankie or
future
I.
dirt if we did a poor pronunciation of Portuguese?
I don't know. It depends how we did it. I feel like if someone just puts Portuguese in front of you and asks you to read it.
Connor
then you
called
can't.
back.
Oh, fantastic.
Dark Matters.
This is Dark Matters.
Hey, this is Kanyo again.
Hey, welcome back.
Congratulations on. I didn't know you had a baby. That's awesome, man. Congrats.
I didn't have a baby. Frankie had a baby.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to Frankie, Michael. Come on. Congrats on the little one.
Thank you. I've got
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my second.
No, that's
or
awesome, man.
Second child.
Oh, it matters. Like it's a Half-Life issue, right? It's like the second one is 50% as important. The third one is 25% as important.
Basically, yeah. If you go based on the number of,
yeah,
of pictures.
I'm 3 out of 4, and I was told that.
Yeah. Well, you just worry. You
I'm
worry
so sorry,
a lot less.
Frankie. Congratulations.
Thank you.
As your younger sibling.
Yeah.
That's got
Congratulations, Frankie.
Thank you.
Wait, so how did you clowns all meet each other? Can I ask that?
Yeah. Frankie and I met.
How
I
did
think
we
we
meet?
probably met at the Neon Venus
yeah.
at a Thrashtown show.
That's right. That's my improv team from
Okay.
10 years ago.
That's right. And then we
That's
started
awesome.
performing together.
Ice Cream Cone said a
7
glory hole in the
years
chat.
ago
The
now?
Neon Venus Theater was like a step below a glory hole.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then we started performing together in when? 2014? Late 2014 maybe?
13, I don't know. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, maybe
awesome.
2013. And then we started doing this show in 2016, June 2016.
Wait, we did the show
Oh,
in
that's
2016?
awesome.
No, it had to be 2017, right? We've been doing this show for
No.
5 years?
Yeah, we've been doing the show for 5 years.
Wait, we had
Yeah.
a 5th year anniversary? No, we did. Wait, what?
Yeah.
We
Well,
missed
there
our.
was a really important thing happening that distracted everyone from the world. Come on, man. It was.
We've
I
done-
don't know. There
we've
was
done-
something, right?
It's all a blur
we've
to
now
me.
done more
Connor,
shows.
you don't
We used to do the
understand. We
show-
do this every fucking Saturday. We've been doing this every Saturday. Well,
Oh, I'm going to be first time, last time. Like I'm gonna be on this all the time. I love you, boys.
We love you. Hold on, I'm trying to find. Oh wow.
Yeah. Are you all in LA or what?
Yeah. July of 2016.
Oh, that's awesome.
Philo,
Nice.
this show is fun. We missed our 5-year anniversary. It was a month ago.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, dude.
Bullshit.
How did we miss
I'm
that?
sending you some champers right now.
Not have a thing?
I'm sending you actual champagne this
Oh,
moment.
please, Connor.
Yeah.
How did we miss our 5th anniversary? I thought it was our 4th anniversary, which is not a real one.
No.
No, it's not a real one. What is
I mean,
5?
well,
One is
it's like
paper.
we
One is
wanted to do
paper
a
for
live
sure.
show.
Is 10-10?
We were gonna do a live show.
Wood.
That was like our
Wood
plan.
anniversary, Michael. It's our wood anniversary.
It's our 5.
It's your
Oh,
wood.
it's wood.
Tyler, did you study anniversaries for Jeopardy? I did.
I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, right. It's
only
what
thing
like paper.
Paper is a big one. And
Paper's
then,
1, right?
Paper's 1. Yeah.
Yeah. 10 is
but then
10.
who could clocks? There are like also there's the modern one and there's the old
Yeah.
one. And
Yes,
like,
yeah. There's 2. It's
and there's like clocks is I think an old one because you could no longer justify giving someone a clock.
oh for sure. Yeah. It's like that. It exists on my hand, in my phone.
Exactly.
No, Philo, I wanted to ask you, like, I don't know if this is other questions been asked before, but like the studying for the chase must have been so different than Jeopardy, right?
Totally.
Because
Yeah.
Jeopardy is so like an inch deep and a mile wide, and the chase was very like specific questions, right?
It was. I mean, they definitely tacked really hard. Like, because if you watch the first 9-episode season of the ABC version of The Chase, they tacked really hard.
It's a different host, right?
It's a well, they've done it like there was the Game Show Network version of The Chase, which was like
Okay.
pretty like down the middle, like same canon as Jeopardy, but and the ABC
Okay, yeah.
version they like tacked really hard into like Black history, LGBT history, let's see, like women's history, and so those
Yeah.
are like in
They were like aggressively trying to like broaden the horizons of
totally.
trivia, which is fair, but it is like, because it's like, oh, this is an opera question. There's like fucking 7 answers.
Exactly. And the same thing for
Yeah.
like as like a person who studies trivia, I can learn everything about Seneca Falls. Like I can get really deep into like the Seneca Falls convention.
And it doesn't help
and-
you for the show. It's like there's
Well-
4 women's names you need to know, or like
Exactly.
there's no dates, and there's like that's the thing. There's also no dates you didn't know, right? They're never asking you like what year did anything come out. It's like that's never a question.
Totally. Yeah. And they don't even really clue it
Can
that
I-
way.
can I show-
They,
Yeah.
All right, I like this trivia insider talk. Can I show this video? We're talking about the Neon Venus Theater where Bilo and I met.
oh God.
This is a video
God.
of the 2 founders of the Neon Venus
Oh
Theater.
yes, I love this. I love
one
this
of
video.
them being a jerk and covering Bilo. Guess whatever. I'll just cover both of us. I'm lazy. This is her as
Yeah,
Catwoman.
I'm down.
Calvin, our meeting was scheduled for tomorrow.
We know.
I must really make you here, Commissioner. I know you're dying to find that.
This couple got divorced, believe it or not. This couple did not last.
Like dogs.
And that was the
What
end
have you
of the
done with
video.
my
Oh no,
captain?
I would have no. I'd imagine they would live until the sun's burned out.
Captain still possesses his significant life. I came for my trade.
Damn you, where is he?
He's confined and lives, at least temporarily, at the tail end of this control. So don't push my buttons, Buster. I get what I want.
What do you want, really?
It's simple. I will trade you your captain's worthless life for $10 million. What a deal for me.
I invited you to come down.
Oh, I
to the
can't
station
scroll down
tomorrow.
to see the comments. It'll scroll on
What's
here.
the hurry?
You
You could have walked in through the front door like a normal human
3,000
being. We could have
63,000
discussed
views.
this like so.
In fairness, I think 30,000 of those are just me watching it.
Repeating it
Yeah.
in the shower.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
God.
7
I'm wearing a mask in Uber in Belmont, Massachusetts. I did not hear anything. What did I miss?
But
So
yeah, Bilo, you go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead, Frankie. All right. So we, Frankie and I met at this theater called the Neon Venus. The founders of that theater were a husband and wife couple who created a
Exploded
YouTube series
tragically.
of wife as Catwoman, and
Yeah, Julie Newmar style.
Yeah.
and he seems to be dressed as like as Hitler from Downfall.
Yeah. Yeah, with a
Oh,
John
no,
Waters
like,
with a
that's-
John
that's the
Waters
worst Hitler
mustache.
to
Yeah.
dress. Yeah,
No, he does look-
Jesus.
he
Yeah,
does look like
Baltimore Hitler's no good.
And we watched their video, which
Oh,
you rarely say somebody else's art sucks, but that video fucking sucks.
yeah, no, yeah, an art can totally suck. Like, that's sometimes the point.
Maybe this is
Dyson
future.
was an artist. Dyson was an artist.
Maybe this is future dirt. If we're talking, maybe they'll become famous, and this will become dirt. We're talking
It's-
shit about them.
Yeah, you guys are just, like, uncovering the little crumbs that prove that they're pieces of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's wild that people that complain about canceling are, like, also canceling people for way less things. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anyone is out there, like, you can't redeem yourself from, like, wearing blackface or something. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, everyone but, like, you know what I mean? Like, the
You mean,
people that
like,
don't
in the
understand.
past? I feel like
No,
I feel
I'm
like
currently wearing blackface. Like, I'm rocking blackface to get a better, like, you know,
it's a big
star rating on my override. But I'm wearing a mask too, so it's very awkward. So he just like
Yeah.
thinks that like something's wrong with me. No, like the idea that like I don't think that the people that are angry about people making like faux pas. I mean, maybe some of them are, but like most of the people that are upset about that think that you can like redeem it. Do you know what I mean? Does it make sense?
Yeah, you think that you can't
Like,
redeem it,
like
right?
most people are like, hey, if you like have a sincere apology, and like, yeah, well, it was a different time. Like, yeah, of course it was a different time. Like, shit changes so. Like, I think I talk about the euphemistic
Yeah.
treadmill. I think that was the first thing I said.
Yeah. You
Right? It was like the idea of like, yeah, like words that like are really. Our medical words are like offensive.
Did you say
words in the
treadmill?
future.
Let me
Like,
tell you what I
illegal
think
words are
about
offensive.
health at any size. All right. That's,
Oh boy.
this is
Yeah,
some
exactly,
of my future.
yeah.
This is some of my future dirt from earlier in the
boy.
show.
Yeah, no, exactly. Rip apart round people, because like once COVID rips through them, they're done. We don't have any fat people in this America anymore. Oh, shit, I just got canceled.
There's some future
Whoop.
dirt. We're getting a lot of future dirt on you here.
But I
Connor.
feel like we can go. We can go. Yeah, we can go.
Let's go
here's
further
here's
into
one.
the future.
What about property rights? Shit, like.
You're saying
I
in the
think it's,
future property
Well,
rights will not
property is
exist?
property is a fucking myth, right? Some
I
guy in
mean-
a monocle. I don't think he's wearing a monocle in Monopoly, right? I think
He's
that's
not.
a myth.
That's one
He
of
doesn't
those
wear a monocle.
that's one of those Mandela effect things.
No, I don't think he wears a monocle. I
It is
don't even
not.
think he wears a
You're,
monocle. That's like
you're
one of
confusing
those
him.
Mandela
Yeah, you're
effect
confusing
things.
him with Mr. Peanut.
Yeah. No, you're. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Or Mr. Julius Pringle.
Oh,
He has a first name. Learn it.
Does wear.
No, he wears a Nez Pence or something. He don't think he has a monocle. He's a double eye guy.
Yeah, Monopoly guy. No
No, but
monocle.
like, yeah, no monocle on the Mr. Wiley Monopoly.
Rich.
Oh wait, no.
But he fucking owns. What does he own? He owns like Atlantic City, New Jersey. Isn't that what it's based on?
Yeah, Atlantic City,
Like,
New
it's
Jersey.
Clown Town.
You know who else?
Dude, Atlantic City, New Jersey is like a block of Manhattan.
You know who also
You know what I
owns
mean?
Atlantic
Like,
City,
that's
New
not
Jersey?
a monopoly.
Our-
He's a slumlord.
Our greatest president, Donald John
you
Trump.
own Atlantic City, New Jersey. Exactly. You're Donald Trump. You're a clown. Did that guy become anything, Donald Trump?
You know.
Because he was like big in like the '90s or something, and I saw him like on some shows. I was like, "What is this?
He became
dude
a
doing?
famous sexual harasser and assaulter.
Oh,
He was known,
that's pretty
he was known
obvious.
mostly
That's
for
the
his
next move,
ties
yeah.
to famed
Yeah, I'm pretty
pedophile
sure
Jeffrey
his publicist
Epstein.
told him to do that. That's his publicist telling him to do that. You can't blame the man for the market, you know.
I feel like you can, but it's fair.
You probably can blame the man for the market.
Oh man.
Yeah, if you go to a market not asking for like handsiness and you're only selling handsiness, yeah, it's probably on you.
Hold on.
That's a soft
Jay
market.
Fleisch 10 in the chat with a huge revelation that her dad worked for Trump. That's nuts.
He asked for fireworks to
I don't know, like,
be
I-
set off during the day, during daylight hours.
No, I had a good friend. So I work in restaurants. I had a good friend whose brother was a bartender at like one of Trump's bullshit things in D.C. And he made like stupid money, and he was like felt bad about it. I was like, I don't think you should. But then he really did. Like he had like, because they were doing all the fake like sending money by proxy to Trump, right? So it'd be like the Saudi Arabian like convention and be like, we're spending $75,000 on alcohol. It's like, you're all like devout with an asterisk, like, you know, on camera, non-drinkers. And like, they would just charge them for stuff. And that was the whole thing, is like, it's not bribery if you bought it. And he felt really bad about, like, I'm not naming names, but I am a whistleblower, and I do feel like I deserve to be assassinated.
Well, I hope you're not assassinated.
Connor,
So far, we've
I'm
managed to
so
avoid-
thank you so much for calling in, and I also hope that you're not assassinated.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you so much.
you, Connor.
I love you.
Ple-
It was lovely meeting you, brother.
I'm so great to meet you, and please do call again.
Thank you. Yes. Pleasure, boys.
All right.
Take
Good
care.
night, sir.
Stay
It's
safe.
late there, so-
Congrats on little ones. Enjoy your baby's teeth.
Thank you. I will.
I love you. Take care.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Another Jeopardy insider.
Yeah. You find, you go on one televised game show, and suddenly, you're just in the community. And it's a great community. It's definitely like one of the better communities
Yeah.
of which
What's
I am
one
a
of the
part.
worst communities? Let's get some more future dirt.
I mean, anytime I have to talk to my co-religionists about my religion, I'm never a fan.
Your co-religionists?
My co-religionists.
Who might they be?
Those would be the children of Israel.
Oh yeah, and what's a shorter term for that?
Children of Israel's pretty long, so I can probably come up with something with something equally
Yeah.
evasive. Yeah.
Can
no,
you,
it's I should be. Yeah, what do we got?
It's 11:50
Israelites.
right now. What the fuck?
It's oh yeah. There were some long rants that apparently
A lot of rants.
most people didn't hear, but they went straight into my ear. Whew.
Oh man.
Well, yeah. Oh man,
we
I'm
lost the
so
music.
glad Connor called in. I'm so glad Connor called in. Just
What a
I always
What a fun guy.
thought one of the coolest and most fun people.
I remember his clip when he said, "Can I buy a vowel on Jeopardy?" Did that ever air?
I totally forgot. It must have aired.
But I remember seeing that on some blog when I was wasting time instead of, being a productive member of not society, my own life.
Yeah.
Fuck society.
I just remember the guy who just put no answer for Final Jeopardy, and so it just said what with a wager underneath it, and it was blank, and the guy had kind of this stupid look on his face. That I think is my favorite.
I think I would
my
I would
favorite
just
one.
go on Jeopardy because but on Jeopardy if you don't answer you don't lose money, right?
If you don't answer, you don't lose money. Is correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So you actually have an incentive. So you basically on Jeopardy you just try to buzz in as quickly as possible, and if you don't know the answer, you just don't say anything.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, that sucks because I would totally just go on there and I'd be like, "Who is Bilo?" You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you would end up, very far.
I'd
in
be
the-
like, "What is?"
in-
I'd be
in-
like, "What is
the
Dark
negatives.
Matters?" Yeah. Who is Chess Devil?
Whoa.
That's what I would do.
30.
Who is Reggie Gutman?
This one's almost as popular as Catwoman.
What is?
This video of Connor, our caller,
Oh.
on Jeopardy.
Nice. Well, send it to me.
It's in the chat.
That's.
There's
I see it.
there's one of me that I can no longer find on YouTube, but it is from somebody took the picture, took like a screen grab of my run, and after the show, the three contestants go out and talk to Alex for 2.5 minutes while they roll the credits or whatever, and some guy has dubbed over it saying like, "Don't look at her boobs. Don't look at her boobs. Don't look at her boobs. Oh dear. Oh dear." And then it claims that I looked at her boobs at the end, but I honestly don't think I did. I don't think I did in the clip, and I certainly don't remember it.
All right, we need more. I think we each need one more future dirt.
Okay, I'll do this one. Ooh, here's a good one. People who commit violent crimes should go to jail.
Oh, yeah. Really, Bilo? That's what you really believe?
I do believe that people who commit violent crimes should go to jail. I also think people should be jailed for massive fraud. But I like large breaches of public trust, I think, should be dealt with large amounts of jail. Or like, you know.
Hold on. So, you think that the government has the authority to take a
do.
person and lock them up behind? This is what you're saying. I just
I
want to get this
do.
clear. I just want to get this clear that we're on the same page
Yes,
here.
I think the government has the authority to take away to lock someone in a carceral system in a jail, if they have committed an act of violence.
All right. Well, 818-650-3275. Let us know what you think about that.
It's true. Yeah. I mean,
I gotta trim.
Carceral
I
system.
gotta trim my mustache hair. It's like getting in my nose. So I keep touching my nose because it's curling up into my nose. It's itching my nose.
my computer has not been able to focus. I don't know why I am so blurry.
You don't look that blurry to me.
Really? Maybe that's just that my stream is all blurry.
I'll trim my nose hair. I'd have to go in the house and stuff. I don't have anything in here.
Yeah, it's like when you trimmed your beard.
Oh yeah, I shaved my beard on live.
Yeah, shaved your beard. So your KN95 mask would work. Speaking of KN95 masks, guess who went and got a COVID test today?
Why'd you get a COVID test?
Because I felt sick basically all this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I on like Monday afternoon, I couldn't keep my eyes open after like 2 p.m. And then Tuesday I was sick. And Wednesday, no, I guess Monday I was fine. Tuesday I Monday I like couldn't keep my eyes open. Tuesday I realized I was sick. Wednesday I was completely out. Thursday I felt okay in the morning, but then sick in the afternoon. Friday I felt pretty bad, and today I felt like not great. And Sam, my wife, feels basically the same way. Just she's like 2 days after me in the symptoms. So
yeah,
yeah.
But
I went to get a COVID
negative?
test. Well, we got it done today.
I see.
Like this afternoon.
What do you
So
think?
I'll find
Wow,
out,
this is like we're burying the lead here. Maybe. I mean, it seems like you're fine.
I mean, yeah, I think like I am fully vaccinated and have been since pretty much like whatever the earliest date was that I could get it. So, like May 6th or whatever was like my first fully vaccinated day, or something like that, or May 8th. So I've been fully vaccinated for 3 to 4 months at this point. So I assume if I do in fact have a breakthrough case that like it is going to be relatively mild as a result of I got vaccinated.
Like it's mild. You also had COVID last year, even though you tested negative. You totally had it.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see.
You just tested. You just waited too long to test. Well, we'll see. I guess you know what? I'll say I hope it is positive because maybe it seems like you're fine, and then probably be better for you in the long run to get. It's supposed to be good for you. Like you get as long as you get past it, you get the exposure.
I think yes. Yeah. I mean, I think like it is worse. It is worse because it is truly an infection. Like I think it would be, better to be vaccinated than it would be to be infected.
Yeah. Where do you think you got it from? Where are we doing? What are we looking at here?
I went to Las Vegas. I worked in my office.
Wait, but Sam had it first.
No, I had it first.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's 2 days behind you. You said she was 2 days ahead of you.
Sorry. What I mean is that she got sick basically 2 days after I started getting sick.
That makes sense then. What did you do in Las Vegas? What were you doing in Las Vegas? You're walking around without a mask in Las Vegas?
No, I wasn't walking around without a mask, but like I ate in a casino
Oh.
and I ate in restaurants.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people there.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I am obviously like not very sick, and I am,
I didn't even
seven-
know you were sick until
I
you
am-
just said you didn't seem sick at all to me.
Yeah, no, yeah, I just have like muscle aches and
Oh, bro, you got
like my
You got
my
it, bro.
legs and back hurt.
you got it, bro.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Does seem like Hunty and the Horny Crew just showed up at the same time.
I
they were
totally
partying
agree.
together.
Yeah.
What did you miss? You missed all of our future dirt. You missed the Tooth Man emailed for the first time in I don't know, months. You missed that. We missed our 5-year anniversary of the show by a month, which Bilo apparently knew about, but I did not know about.
Yeah. Well, we talked about it as doing a live show, and then that never happened.
And then time melted
because it was going to be
together
with the potential reopening of the
That's
theater.
right.
It like made a lot of sense.
Our 5-year
but then-
anniversary.
and that
That's
got
nuts.
pushed back. Yeah, it is nuts. I can't believe, though. Honestly, like I can't believe that I was 28 when I started doing this show with you. Like I feel like I've been like performing with you and doing the show with you since I was, like much younger.
Yeah.
But I was already more or less a fully baked adult by the time we started doing this show.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be. What do you think's gonna happen first, Bilo? We'll do a show in person or at my 40th birthday. We've got about a year and a little less than a year and a half on that.
In person show.
Yeah.
In person show. I think 2021 is maybe a question mark, but I don't know. Late. I think we still have a decent shot of being able to do a live show in late 2021.
All right, you heard it here from the
Serena
COVID patient's
is Serena
mouth.
Wetford a new member of the Horny Crew?
I think so. Serena Wetford. By the way, that's a great name. Serena
love the
Wetford. That's an outdoor fucking name if I've ever heard one. That's the cover of outdoor fucking.
Outdoor
fucking.
I'm glad we've been able to bring it back to we've been able to bring it back to classic cinema. And thanks everybody for sticking around.
It's midnight. It's Sunday
yeah, it's
now.
midnight. It's after the matters. Wow. Oh man.
Apparently, one of our cats is really. I'm locked out of my house now because one of the cats is very scared of something that's going on in the yard. So I've been locked out of the house. I do not. Oh, I have my keys with me. I can just open the door. But still.
How I still can't believe that like your dog gets along with cats.
Yeah, and women. It's basically just men. He doesn't like men, specifically you.
Yeah. Frankie's dog Bucky really hates me. I probably haven't seen him since I went to go see Evangeline in space at your house.
Emmanuel in space.
Emmanuel in space. Sorry, Emmanuel in space.
Oh, he knows.
Because he hates me. But like he's like a pity, and I feel like pities are actually not so friendly.
Wait, why
cats.
did we watch Emmanuel in space?
I forget why we watched Emmanuel
It's
in space.
softcore porn. I think it
Yeah.
was not just the two of us. Debbie was there too.
Debbie was there. That's right. Deb Fry.
That's right.
Where's I feel like Deb Jones would appreciate this, and she seems to potentially have fallen asleep or gone somewhere.
Yeah.
No, it's true. It's true. This is this is for. I'm not saying we're pandering to the horny crew, but the horny crew deserve our respect.
Yeah.
Uh,
The photo of me with the 14-year-old girls resurfaced again tonight.
yeah.
That could actually, I feel like that has a funny story behind it, and it was an honest mistake in it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you tell the story with yourself as like a loser, being a loser in it over and over again. And I think that helps. I think I think
the
it helps.
Tooth Man gave a blessing to. I actually emailed the Tooth Man at the beginning of the show, and I asked him to bless my son Reggie's teeth emerge. His first baby teeth came out, and I asked the Tooth Man to bless them, and he actually replied. During the show. It was the first time we've heard from. I just emailed him on a whim, and it was the first time that we've heard from him. I'm thirsty. I drank all of my Costco vitamin water. My Vita Rain Zero. I emptied out my case. It's very sad.
What's your flavor?
Oh, I like them all, baby. It's a multi-pack. You got your mango. You got your quote-unquote lemonade.
I don't particularly like vitamin water, but my wife does, and whenever we've been on road trips, I've tried to find like acceptable flavors for her. But
I have to correct you here. This is not vitamin water. This is from Costco. This is Vita Rain. Vita Rain. This is Kirkland brand, baby.
No, I excuse me, and I assume it's equally as good as vitamin water zero at a fraction of the cost.
How many kids do you think have the first name Kirkland?
Oh, great question.
I'm gonna look this up in the name database. Guess how many children
per year, or like in a particular year?
Well, I don't know what data. Let's see what data we have access to. Okay, 2000 and later. Kirkland is not in the top 1,000 names.
I'm not surprised by that.
But why can't I know there's like a PDF that you can download that has like every name and the frequency. I've downloaded this before. It's like a master PDF.
A master
yes,
PDF?
It's literally got every
primary
no,
PDF?
It's literally got like every single first baby name or something like that. I've downloaded this before.
Tonight on Dark Matters, Frankie hunts for files on his computer.
Frankie, yeah, I mean, isn't that every night?
It is.
What? Wait, Chess Devil and Hunty were chatting, and Hunty started rubbing his breasts on cam? What is going on here? This has just become a total...
Yeah.
Horniness has just taken over the whole show here. Moving into hour
true.
3.
It's true.
What?
But that's what keeps people, that's what we hope to offer to make our audience, to
That's
reward
right.
our audience.
That's our rewards.
Coming and sharing this time with us.
That's our rewards
is
program.
Changes in tenor from from serious social commentary
right.
to comedy to things that might
arousal. That's our reward.
Arousal.
Like at Starbucks, you get enough stars, you get a free drink. Here, you stick around long enough, you get a little horny.
Yeah. That's our gift to our viewers, is just a little frizz-on of horniness.
Yeah. Oh, and Hunty's OnlyFans, a great point.
Yeah. There must be other places where you can, make content and be... I mean, we've talked about this before, and I don't think it's a good idea. but broadcasting this show on Pornhub, it seems like people must be able to get paid through that.
All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to call a prayer line. I'm going to ask them to pray for my son's teeth.
Welcome to the Prayer and Helpline. I'm so glad you called today. We're here to lift your needs up before our Lord Jesus.
Are we saved or
believing
not?
in His love
Let's
and
say
compassion
no.
for your
Let's
situation.
see what happens when you say no.
We're connecting you to the first
Hello?
viewer from Prayer Line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, I was hoping to get a prayer. My baby's first teeth came out, and I was hoping we could get a prayer that his for his dental health. Hello? They hung up. That was like a legitimate prayer request.
Wow.
That was not even
Wow. Oh my goodness. God hung up on me.
That's the sequel to
you
God
know.
Friended Me. Wow.
There we go. Suggest a poll has suggested a truly vulgar poll.
What does
I mean-
suggest a poll do? How is suggest a
just
poll different than just typing what you want the poll to be in the chat?
It doesn't seem like it is in any way.
All right, wait. No, I've got to.
I can't even use I can't use the wake up Alyssa thing anymore.
Oh, there's a poll already. Oh, somebody did it. Thank you. Thank you, whoever did that.
Oh my God. You can vote more times in the poll by spending my pack points?
Wow, I have 65,000 pack points.
I have 56,000, so I can win a lot of these things. If this
Click.
feature was enabled during the I wish we had this feature when we were doing Name My Baby.
Oh, yeah. Just whoever wants to spend the
that
most
would've
pack
been-
points.
Really, whoever could click the most times. I mean, it would be man, pack points just being. Also, this poll is like going on for 10 minutes.
This is a 10-minute poll. All right, I'm going to stop clicking this poll. We'll see what happens in 10 minutes.
Oh my God! All right.
All right. You honestly do not seem sick to me, Bilo.
This
You
is.
got a
I mean, I
temp?
think like a temp.
Yeah.
A temperature. No, I don't. I don't have a. Yeah, I don't have a. I don't have a thermometer. So I don't know. It's probably a good idea to buy one, but I don't have one.
People are still using their pack points to vote.
This is the most popular poll in the history of the theater.
Wow,
There are already 300 votes, and there are some 10 minutes to go, or 8 minutes to go.
Wow.
And
People are
there
clicking
300
away
votes,
here. They're
and
clicking away. God.
there are 300 votes, and there are something like 20, somewhere between 20 and 30 people in the channel. So the average person has now voted over 10 times.
I'm just tired of clicking. I'm not going to click anymore.
Oh my God. Well, we'll get to this. This will be fun. We'll get to see where it goes. I mean,
I'm braiding myself up.
my God.
I can't believe the prayer hotline hung up on me.
Yeah. Well, I bet do you think we can get a prayer for your car? That it'll be a good car.
That always freaks me out, though. Like, I hate when you leave a place and people are like, drive safe. That's like my number one pet peeve. When people go,
Really?
drive
Why?
safe. Because in my head, I hear that like you could die at any minute. Car crashes are real. Don't die. Death is final. Let somebody says, drive safe. I hear in my head, all right, there's a non-zero chance you could die in the next 5 minutes. Can we get an MP3 of the song? Yes. Where is that? Search computer for Exodus. Here we go. I'll put it on my Dropbox. I'll give you guys the Dropbox link.
Hell yeah.
Here we go.
Now past over 800 votes in the poll. Oh my god. I do. Frankie, you don't have the new Xbox or the new PlayStation,
Yeah, I do. I have
you?
the new Xbox.
You have
I got
new
the
Xbox?
the Series X.
Series X. I do want us to at least one
Stream
time
a video game.
Stream a video game.
I guess how do you do? Can I just plug? How do I stream to Twitch?
I don't know.
I wonder if I could do it right now. There's something called OneCast.
Hannah's pussy is picking up steam in the
51%.
Now just over half the vote for
I can
Hannah's
do it
pussy.
from the Xbox.
So,
We could stream a game. We should find the dumbest. Stream your Xbox to your Mac. Perfect. Download for Mac. $20. All right, we'll figure this out.
all right. Yeah.
What game should we stream? But wait, we both have to play it.
We both have to play it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have an Xbox, and I heard you can't get one.
You don't need to have this. You don't need to have the latest screen. Most of the games you can play on. Like I can actually give you my old Xbox, and you can play with it. You just need to sign up for a
account.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably just get I probably have some kind of shitty capture card somewhere in my boxes of video gear. Ooh. But I can give you my old. I have an old Xbox, and we can just most of the games are. You can play on any Xbox. Just don't sign into my account, bro.
Don't what?
Don't sign into my account, bro. Don't play my games, bro. All right, here he is.
Don't play your games. Don't worry.
Hunty, welcome.
Hey, so
are you eating? Did you decide to start eating the second that you?
My mom eats when she
Hey!
calls me on the phone. Sometimes she'll eat potato
Hey!
chips while I talk to her on the phone, and it really pisses me off.
You waited to call it until just now. Sorry, Hunty.
So it was actually I was just trying to set up to call you guys. This week was the first time in a year and a half that your number wasn't like in the last 5 calls I've made, because I've been on the phone with so many fucking car dealers this week.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You were messaging me from a car dealer.
Yeah, I was in a Kia dealership. I've been in several CarMaxes. I've been in several FedExes. So I was like, oh, I'm just scrolling down. Like, where the fuck is the number? Where the fuck is the number? Am I looking in the wrong place? I want to call the boys.
You gotta put us in your favorites, Hunter. You gotta put us in your favorites, and I'm not talking about at the bottom. I mean, we should be. I'm not saying above Mom, but close.
Well, here's the thing. So we have Dad Cell, that's under D, and then we have Dark Matters, that's also under D. And then we have Mom Cell, which is also under M. However, even if we wanted to put Dark Matters under M, that would still be before Mom. So you're gonna have to talk to Beverly about this.
I think we're gonna have to talk to Beverly about this.
Oh, I love her to death.
I gotta get my parents on
no,
this on the radio version of this show. It's always too late for them.
Yeah.
My dad got his booster shot today. My dad has a kidney transplant.
His
Nice.
third.
He got his third dose because he had a kidney transplant, so he was eligible for the third dose. He got that today.
That's good. That's good
Yeah.
news.
They call me Mr. Third Dose.
Why do they call you Mr. Third Dose?
Because I dosey dosed.
No, highly inappropriate.
I don't. This is interesting. So it turns out that Faye Dunaway plays into this.
What? Okay. Okay, I'm interested.
I didn't even realize this. Oh wow, I'm kind of into that. Okay. So anyway, oh shit, is it currently at 666
That's
votes
right.
for H?
Yeah, it's 469, 420 to 666. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it won at 666.
That's right.
Yes.
Kate Morton's ghost contributed.
No, that's not true. Because there were another total what? Some 1,500 votes were cast in this
Yeah.
thing. So we spent 7,500 channel points on this.
There's literally nothing else to spend them on. This was like the best, only possible use for it.
I totally agree.
I think tonight the back theater just went into the profit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fun. This is like I think clicking the vote button a bunch of times is like Cow Clicker or Farmville or whatever. So we're helping. You know, Twitch is making a little money, which means the theater's making a little money. Probably not.
Can I say what my favorite thing about Twitch that's not has to do with us?
Yes.
I really enjoy, because they're amongst the top 2 followed channels on mine, and then I have WizWorld Live, and then I have the Pack Theater, a bunch of them. But I have Rift Tracks, and I have MST3K.
Sure.
And they're always really close in numbers. And you know they're super competitive about it. Right now, 344 people are watching Rift Tracks, and 333. That's 11. That's a Florida county.
I didn't realize there's an MSTK Twitch.
Yeah.
Is it just showing
It's just
old
straight up
episodes, or is it?
We should do.
Yeah.
we should take a full. Oh, this is a great idea for an episode, Bilo. We should take a full episode of our show, and then we should pop our little heads on green screen up beneath, and then we should do commentary over our own episode.
Oh my god, I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love that. Even though I feel like our audience deserves better.
Well, what to find better? What could be better? What could be better than that? What could be better than that?
You know, a compelling guest that would give them a reason to want to watch the show.
Yeah, the only thing Bilo would be syncing up our feeds so that we're watching the video at the same time.
Yeah.
But we could figure that out.
You know what I want to see? I want to see you do that, but it's Garblin and Reggie watching and talking at the bottom.
Oh, like we just do the mouths and we put their faces there.
Yeah, just have,
Like
have
old
them,
Conan.
Have them. Yes, yes.
When it's just Robert Smigel doing the Triumph voice, but somehow he's Bill Clinton.
This North American free trade agreement is great.
Yeah.
For me to poop
For
on.
me to. Lewinsky.
Chess
boy.
Devil, welcome to Dark Matters.
This is Dark
Hey, how's it
Matters.
going?
Good. How are
That's
things in PFT, as I've just decided to start calling it?
Inside of politics.
PFT. Yeah, it's great. So you talked about earlier about not recognizing younger ladies' ages.
Yes.
I deal with this all the time. I had a group of maybe 12 people today, 12 girls who I thought were at least 25 years old. It was a sweet 16 birthday party.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sweet 16 birthday party. Maybe it was like a 16-year-old who had a lot of really mature friends.
It's good to the point where I look down a lot just at the ground because I don't want to be that pervert guy. And especially don't want to be the pervert guy that goes to jail.
Yeah. Pilo's falling asleep.
Well, you know what would happen.
I am.
You know what would happen if you went to jail, Chess Devil?
For another time?
Go on. You would just have to make an exodus.
Oh my God.
If I ever go to jail again, I will definitely call the Dark Matters line.
Oh, no. I bet you would.
That would be so funny. We would send help, on Saturday night. Frankie's favorite thing is getting voicemails. So
I
mean,
love. Oh, we got a voicemail too. I can't download it right now. It was from your dad. Bilo, your dad was having trouble listening to one of our shows.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So about Blossom being hired, I asked you earlier.
Oh
I
yeah,
think you
not a
might have
fan.
missed
Not a fan.
it. Okay, thank you.
But she's not
Yeah,
really doing
sorry,
anything,
yeah.
right? She's just hosting like
No,
the fake...
she's doing the I mean, they made up a thing for her to host, which is like special Jeopardy, or like primetime Jeopardy specials or something like that, which is like not a thing that has existed in the past, and it was there to sort of, do air cover for Mike Richards, and so, like, whatever, like, yeah, I mean, one, I hate The Big Bang Theory. So, like, I mean, and yeah, she totally she advertises nootropics, which are like completely full of shit, and she's like posted a bunch of anti-vaccine stuff. So like, I don't think this is like the right time for more Mayim Bialik. I'm okay if we if we find someone, literally anyone else, for
Wait a minute.
for a role.
I thought you were Jewish.
I'm a child of Israel for sure.
You're a child of Israel, and you're still voting for Michael Richards?
No, I'm not voting for. Are you kidding me, Michael? Michael Richards, I think, is like the worst. Dr. Oz, second worst.
2 hours of the show.
The first 2 hours of the show, and why we're all happy that he's not hosting the show.
No, I
And when we say Michael Richards,
yeah,
also some issues.
Mike Richards, we want to get out of the air vent in Airheads. The other Michael Richards, we're kind of okay with him staying up there.
How could he be Lone Rangers?
Oh boy.
I think Bilo and I both fell asleep there.
All right.
It's a
well,
I'm not suggesting we end the show, though. I think you are.
no. Let's keep it running. Let's keep it running.
All right, I got a Jeopardy question for you then. So, like LeVar Burton, honestly, I feel non-Jeopardy contestant best host.
You mean of the people who like auditioned for it, or like who quote unquote auditioned for it, even though that process was a sham. LeVar Burton is the best host of the options out there, who isn't like Ken Jennings or Buzzy Cohen or whatever. I like him. Like I don't really know how to evaluate whether somebody is a good host or not. I really don't have a strong opinion on it, but Burton is definitely my guy. Even over Jennings and Cohen.
You have to look at it as he is, he not America's sweetheart, but he taught kids to read. He has the same qualities Trebek has: the respect. Everyone loves him, and he respected the game as well.
Totally. Yeah, and people said he did like not a great job as host, and like I have, maybe that is the case. I have not watched. I am not a regular watcher of Jeopardy, so like, I care more, I suppose, about the institution than I do about like the day to day of like whether the game moving or whatever. But yeah.
So this was baseball, you would be kind of like talking about like you would be kind of like a Kurt Schilling or an Aubrey Huff, who is really just about upholding the sport.
I don't know. I am for. I hopefully whatever I'm arguing for doesn't align me with Kurt Schilling and Aubrey Huff. I'm more think of it as like it's like an office. It's an office that requires dignity more than it requires someone to do like the most amazing job at it.
And what is your opinion on midriffs and the Jeopardy host?
Fuck. The Jeopardy host should not show their midriff while on TV. I don't think it's professional for the host of Jeopardy, or really any professional worker, to be showing their midriff.
Oh.
What about me?
Hunter, if in a professional context, I don't think it's professional if you were to show your midriff. And a theatrical performance, I suppose, is a professional context, but it's also a play. So there's an exception there.
So if we treated it as all the world's a stage, and Jeopardy is part of the world, then we can do Naked Jeopardy the way I wanted to do Naked Hamlet.
Well, Naked Jeopardy would be okay because you're behind a podium. So
true. I mean, I feel like your torso is showing, and some people prefer to keep their torsos covered.
Yeah, you could write your final answer with your wiener.
It's very male-centric. Very male-centric ideas.
Well, I'm
about
talking to the people who are on the
entail.
call right now.
Yeah, and you were talking about midriffs, Michael. I mean, that was
everybody has a midriff.
Female-centric.
Everybody has a midriff. It is gendered. I will concede that point. But like, if you are a man who's showing off your stomach, who's wearing a shirt that shows your stomach, I think that's equally, if not more, unprofessional.
What if he got some sweet cum gutters though?
Still highly inappropriate. Highly inappropriate, unless your job involves the cum gutters, and then That's your call.
Oh my god, I'm getting tired here. I'm locked out of my house when a cat. The cat alarm has gone off. The cat is scared of something, so I am locked out of my house.
Oh, you all know the term biter Meinhof,
Yeah.
right? So
No.
I don't.
You and I were discussing this last night, Chess Devil.
Hilarious.
I know.
I still don't.
Biter is anyway.
It's like
ever
you're
since I
it's
heard
like
of
you're
Pigeon Forge,
you're
Tennessee.
doing it's like you're gonna buy a car and you're thinking of getting a specific model, and then you see them all over the place because you start to notice them because you're focusing on them.
Yes. Anyway, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Did you know that they had a Titanic replica break and injure 5 people?
Don't they all? Wow. And a Trump store.
Yeah, three people were hospitalized. Due to that.
Wow. What is the Titanic replica? I assume it's a restaurant.
No, it's an actual Titanic museum.
And-
It has old. It's like almost 2/3 of the Titanic, and in the front of it there's a giant iceberg in a pool, and like a little. So it's like it's floating right towards the iceberg, and apparently people were taking pictures outside of it, and the iceberg itself just collapsed on them.
Oh no!
Amazing.
That they, oh Lord, that they survived.
I believe they did.
Okay, then we can laugh.
Across the street from that is the Hollywood Wax Museum with King Kong on top of the Empire State Building.
Oh, so Pigeon Forge is kind of like Niagara Falls. Like it's like a tourist. I didn't realize how tourist trappy Pigeon Forge was.
Oh, that's our business.
Yeah.
buddy. That's totally our business.
The
If
redneck
you know I
Riviera.
drive in Orlando or Branson, Missouri.
Yeah.
That's what we are.
Oh, see. Oh, that's right.
This is
Dollywood.
Robinson.
Dollywood is there. I keep. Now it's all making sense to me.
Oh, I didn't realize that was Dollywood.
Yeah, I was gonna take you to Dollywood if you came by.
It may still happen. In theory, I should be leaving, like, soon. If I can stop having to call car dealerships.
Wizworld Live with a question in the chat asking about your future, Chess Devil.
Future dirt or just future?
I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, I feel like you've got so much past and present dirt, Chess Devil, that future dirt is unnecessary. What's Magic Quest? I'm just looking up things in Pigeon Forge now.
Okay, so Magic Quest used to be awesome. It's not so much anymore. When it first opened up, you get a wand, and you could join these clans, like the Joker clan and the Trickster clan and whatnot. And you'd go around these RFID things that would make you do quests, to wave your wand or find these tokens and whatnot. It was actually pretty cool. Now it's just a rundown piece of shit like the rest of the building.
Yeah. Oh, I see. They've got an arcade here. The Dragon's Realm. Now I'm just on Google Maps of Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, ask, and I'll tell you every building, what it is, what they do.
Looks like Pigeon Forge is basically like 2 roads, too. Like, it's just a big circle, is what it looks like.
Honest to God, off the interstate to Cherokee, North Carolina, we are a one-road town.
Oh yeah, Great Smoky Mountains, right there. Wow, I gotta make it out to Pigeon Forge when I'm not afraid of killing my children with a virus.
Yeah, please don't come anytime soon.
Chess Devil, do you want to tell Frankie? Because I know Michael's sleeping. Do you want to tell Frankie what?
I am very tired. That was.
Do you want to tell Frankie and Michael what your plan was for when I circle around to Tennessee?
Oh, well, I was going to buy a cabin and have us just hang out. Not buy a cabin, but rent a cabin out for us.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Just to make Hunter feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait.
My god.
But we're talking multiple days of laser tags, the escape room, Dollywood. 60 Stampede, which you can't say Dixie anymore, so now it's just Dolly Stampede, and they got rid of the North versus the South variety.
Hunty, when are you gonna go on this trip? Have you procured your vehicle?
So here's the thing. I've procured my vehicle, but I haven't relieved myself of the other vehicle.
Oh, I see.
The title was in New York because that's where, everything was. That's where it was all purchased and all that good sexy shit. And so I had to get that mailed over and some documents with it. But then they gave me a very weird thing about it had to be the printout from the DMV and not a scanned copy, even though the scanned copy was signed and notarized. So, literally the problem was because they didn't have shit on the back of the pages, they couldn't take the shit that was on the front of the pages. So, as a result, I had to send a new copy back across the country. And the way CarMax works is you have 7 days for the deal to still work, and we have overnight shipped. This is our third overnight shipment in a week because they're giving us a good deal, and I want to leave on Monday.
Oh wow!
Or maybe Tuesday, preferably.
And
Monday.
then you're gonna go straight out to New York, and then you're gonna this Chess Devil hang. This is gonna happen when you're on your way back, right?
The idea is, I may not do the Vegas thing because I literally just did that and kind of angry. But it'll probably be the route up. If the Cubs are in town, then I'll definitely be stopping in Chicago and maybe seeing if I can find a couch to stay on. Maybe seeing everything I can on the way up, and then maybe going down with my mom to see my sister who is pregnant in North Carolina. And then from there drive across the Southland where I heard there might be a little devil who plays a little chess.
Wow.
So, yeah, we'll definitely go to Denny's while you're here. But just like you used After Matters for a ride, you ready to give me a ride to work, too, while you're here?
Hell yeah.
Look, I'm a little busy. But yeah, we'll see. But I think I have something that day with some chess friend.
This is exciting. My God, Bilo is officially asleep. Oh, don't go to Vegas. Bilo got COVID in Vegas. He definitely has COVID right now.
So explain what happened there. I that's like I literally got in like minutes.
I guess
after.
I didn't know this until he said it on the show because he seemed fine, but apparently Bilo's been sick all week and he went and got a COVID test today. And his wife, 2 days after he started getting sick, his wife started getting sick. And, you know, I feel like anytime you have cold and flu-like symptoms in this day and age, but we'll see. We'll find out.
Yeah.
On next week's Dark Matters. But he seems fine. I honestly couldn't even tell that he was sick, so...
I mean, having heard it, I can see him being a little run down. I mean, he looks like shit. I mean,
well, rundown is Bilo's
looks
natural state of being, though. Like, so it's hard. Like, I wouldn't say he looks like shit all the time, but he's tired is a natural state for Bilo.
Yeah.
Isn't that just the Jewish natural state, though?
Tired? Yeah. For me, maybe stressed out.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
think like verklempt.
The way he described it, it kind of seems like my normal week.
Oh, just like, yeah, he's like, I was like falling asleep during the day, and then, yeah, and I felt Tuesday kind of sucked, and Wednesday was okay. It wasn't that bad, honestly.
Yeah, welcome to the life of a poor man, Bilo.
Welcome. Yeah, we should. Oh, that's what we should do around Christmas time. We should do a Nightmare Before Christmas with 3 ghosts with Bilo and take him through. That'd be fun.
A Nightmare Before.
Oh, you know what I mean. I'm
please do.
tired. Nightmare Before Christmas would be great. We could do it in claymation, but I'm talking about, you know, what the fuck is that called? Scrooge. You know what I'm talking about.
I mean, if you did This Is Halloween, but 3 times, because there were 3 ghosts.
Yeah. No, what am I talking about? Christmas Carol. I don't know any of this Christmas shit. I've never seen A Christmas Story, the movie. I don't know anything about Christianity. I don't know anything about Christmas. I don't know.
Wait, you've never seen A Christmas Story?
No, I've seen clips of it. I know there's a leg lamp, and I know his tongue gets stuck on a pole or something. That's all I've seen of A Christmas Story.
That was a Chess Devil holiday special, 24 hours PBS for years.
Yeah, never.
I think I even bought my dad a leg lamp at one point.
Yeah, never seen it.
It ends in a classic Jewish holiday Christmas night where you go to a Chinese restaurant.
Oh, is that how it ends?
Yeah. Oh, spoilers.
That's okay. Yeah. Oh, spoilers for a 40-year-old movie that everyone in the country has seen except for me. Scrooge. I'll watch Scrooged.
So if you're gonna do A Christmas Carol, who would be your Ghost of Christmas Past, Present, and Future?
Wait. So in Christmas Carol, the ghosts are like people that he knew.
Well, no. So what the first ghost is, you have Marley, which is his old partner. So essentially, if it was for Bilo, you would be dead.
Yeah.
And you're coming back to haunt him and tell him there's 3 ghosts that are gonna haunt you: the ghosts of Christmas Past, Present, and Future.
Yeah. Well, Bilo's asleep, so I guess I have to answer. What you mean? Where would they take me?
Well, no. Who would they be, and what would they do? Both of them. Both questions.
All right.
No, I think you should give him where would they take you, and not give him the specific answer of who they would be.
Wait, I'm tired. Okay, Christmas Past. Wait, so in Christmas Carol, Christmas Past is like it's like bad shit that he did, right? That's what it is. It's like, or is Christmas Past like, look, you used to be such a happy boy. What happened to you? No, right? Christmas Past is like him firing somebody or something. I haven't seen A Christmas Carol either.
No. So past was you used to be this happy guy.
Yeah, you used to be this happy guy.
Present was you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Future is
nobody. You die and nobody goes to your funeral, right? Wow. Christmas past. What would that be? Where would we go? Probably go to my childhood when I was free of anxiety. And then what would present be? It would just be.
I think he meant characters from Dark Matters.
Oh, characters from. Oh, okay, that's easier. The Ghost of Christmas Past. Ooh. Characters.
Is that what you meant, Just Devil?
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Yeah, that's exactly.
Okay, the Ghost of Christmas Past is definitely the Exorcist. The Exorcist from the Exorcism episode. I don't know how else to describe it. The priest that we hired to do a really scary exorcism in the theater. Oh, wait. No, the Christmas Past, it would be the two guys from A. Mandela Paranormal. There were these two dudes from the Inland Empire who are ghost hunters. It was sort of like a they were basically like Toe Jam and Earl if they were people. Like there's a skinny one and a fat chill one. That would be Ghost of Christmas Past. Ghost of Christmas Present.
That was me, right?
What?
Wasn't that me?
What was
as the Ghost of Christmas?
What are you talking about?
Didn't I play that role?
When?
When I read questions to the people from when I read Jeopardy questions myself.
Wait, we did this bit? Is that what you're saying? I don't remember.
Didn't we do this bit?
Sounds like something we would have done. Hey, I just found out today we've been doing this for 5 years. I thought it was 4 years. And we missed our 5-year anniversary. I'm like the bad person in this relationship. I didn't know. We got to make up for that.
We're both the bad person in this relationship.
Ghost of Christmas Present would be Shubham Goyal.
Ugh, Shuby.
And then the Ghost of Christmas Future. Oh, the person who first tells your doom. Who would that be? Oh, that would be Dennis Woodruff.
The Claw.
The Claw.
The Claw.
Hey, we watched the Claw, didn't we? Your clip of the Claw.
Yeah, we did.
God, I have no. Ever since Reggie was born, I just like it's all mush. It's all mush.
What in what way?
And like time, I guess that's a kind of a COVID thing too. But like time, short-term memory, like when I did what I did, it's just all mush. I feel like my brain is just not recording itself very well. It's like a VHS tape that somebody kept recording over and over again, and you can see like little ghost pieces of like an episode of Hill Street Blues.
It's a good analogy.
That your dad watched.
Who doesn't want that episode of Hill Street Blues?
Yeah.
Unless it's you know.
And then you're like, I think I've seen this. Have I seen this before? And then you have to watch it for like 10 minutes before you realize you have.
That's not what my dad watched.
Yeah, yeah, it's not, is it? We have like opposite dads, Hunter. I wanna interview the person that came up with the title of Outdoor Fucking.
I think it was Brad.
Yeah. Outdoor Fucking.
Hey, we got all these scenes of fucking, and most of them take place.
Yeah.
What?
Just to sort by location. There's a sneeze.
Frankie, I see you're trying to Google outdoor fucking. I've been doing this with that company for like 2 weeks now. I can't find anything. You just go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, there's lots of TV. There's also like tons of DVDs called Outdoor Fucking that are not that DVD.
That's so disappointing.
The most I found was that company website that I see, the old that you could buy from that company from the UK.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Isn't that crazy? There's so many eras that you could have done porn where it's just totally gone, but like now it's just basically forever. If you're in a porn, it can just get re-uploaded over and over and over again.
Yeah, that's definitely
It's
the
on
case.
some weirdo's computer.
Well,
I
so
think after
here's the other thing about that. This this is a true thing, I believe. Letterboxd just got a panel together to add porn to Letterboxd
I don't like
because
that.
they're worried about old porn like being lost.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really worried.
Well, with the Pornhub purge they did, they got rid of 70% of their content.
Right, because they're only verified
That's
people or
probably
something.
when we lost. Yeah, that's probably when we lost outdoor fucking. Now there's like still X Hamster, but that's really sketchy in some places.
Just want to let y'all know that as we're talking, I'm also playing a video game as the Mets against the Blue Jays, and Dominic Smith just hit a grand slam for me.
Which are you playing? The Show? The only baseball video game?
RBI Baseball. 21 on the iPhone. So I'm playing it like a controller and talking right into it.
Well, glad to know that you're just as engaged in the show as Bilo is, who is
I'm engaged.
talking but not visible.
just lying
Talking but
down.
not visible.
To be
I just
clear,
gotta lie down.
I'm super engaged. And JD Davis just got a base.
I used to play the show. That was fun. That's what I learned what a cycle was 2 years ago.
Oh, sweet. Brandon Nimmo just hit a 2-run home run.
I feel like this game is on too easy of a difficulty, Hunty.
It
You're
does
hitting
seem
a
like
lot of
that.
home runs.
I think part of it is like, so the thing that I find about baseball video games is once you figure out the timing mechanism, it's over. Like football, you have to worry about the patterns, you have to worry about the AI and all that. But once you figure out like what the mechanism of how to hit it in a baseball game is, there's only so far you can make it harder before now it's just kind of wedging it in.
Well, speaking of how to hit it, it's almost we've done this. We've Godfathered again. This is almost a 3-hour mark here.
We have.
And
It's a long
Bilo's
one for
laying
sure.
down. I'm tired.
I thought I missed most of the show, and I got to be a part of the show for an hour. I got a lot of flirtation, and I got to hop on the phone. I felt like I really enjoyed the show, and I thought I was going to miss it. Thank
There
you
we
for
go.
wonderfully.
Thank you for
Godfathered.
We Godfathered.
Now you're taking, well, what you have to really do, seeing as the George Lucas Talk Show just had a new episode tonight, they go for an Irishman Plus,
Oh.
which is 1 minute after the Irishman.
Oh yeah. Wait, how long's the Irishman?
It's like 3.5
All
hours.
right, next week we'll do the Irishman Plus. But for now,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Bilo, our closing music. Thank you. We've done it. All right. Well, everybody, next weekend hopefully is going to be our gubernatorial debate.
Yeah.
All right.
We've got 40 candidates.
Which of them will we have? Find out next week on Dark Matters. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Could be Larry, could be, and good night.
And we'll find out if Bilo had COVID.